Sitting around the ballroom, they're talking about tomorrow when they're taking Johnny away. Said he wasn't no good, never done the things that he should. That's all the judge had to say. He went in the army when he was 18. Crazy young Irish and mean. Took a kid who was half gone all the way to be wrong with bloodlust and them 16s. His father, he thanks us for calling.
All right, we are back in action. It's been a week and a day.
Yep.
Live from the Dot Tavern. By the way, I wanted to say it again. Thank you to them so much for their hospitality. Megan, who owns the place, is like she's like a business dynamo. She's like 25, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe not even, dude.
She's doing me a week from tomorrow. She's doing me a solid. She's they don't open. I haven't even told you guys this.
No.
So after you guys left, I stayed probably another, 2 days. Dude, I met everyone from every single county of Ireland.
I love it.
It was amazing. The hospitality there was awesome. And I was like, listen, I said, most guys go out before union meetings. I go on Tuesdays. I was like, what time do you guys open? Because had I known this was open, like I would have never stepped foot in an Applebee's in my life.
Yep. You got a Dot Tavern hat on right now.
Right now I do. Yeah. This is my favorite hat currently.
It is my favorite, too.
Yeah. And by the way, you had it first. So I swagger jacked you all day long. We all ended up getting one.
I got one.
Yeah.
And once again,
Connor took it.
Connor took my my best hats and wore it to elementary school.
Oh, is there,
I love it. What a badass.
is there already ketchup on it and shit?
No,
Just rocking a
he's
Dot
just
Tavern hat.
rocking a Boz hat.
So that was
at fucking
equivalent to
school.
me with the Marlboro Miles duffel bag
Yeah,
with my
yeah.
book bag with my
Yeah.
books in it. So I asked them. I was like, "Hey, what time do you guys open?" She's like, "Oh, we normally don't open until about 4 o'clock, like during the weekend." And I was like, that's tough. I was like, most guys are usually in the area by like 2:30. She goes, "Well, I'll open up for you guys." I go, "Are you kidding me?" She goes, "No, I'm not kidding."
She's
she
smart.
goes, "If it's not going to be me, it'll be Ginty. If it's not Ginty, we'll have another employee." She goes, "But if you're telling me you'll have people there," so all my local 12 guys that are listening right now, because there's
That's
a lot
the new
of them,
home of the local.
that's
Dot.
listen, the parking's gonna be tough. Let's be honest. It's
Maybe not around that time.
No, it is.
though.
Well, you know why though? It's permit parking. It's permit parking.
Oh. Okay.
So, but
Never mind.
just make it happen.
Yeah, make it happen.
Make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, we found that wasn't permit parking that we were on, was it?
Were
Everywhere.
you at a meter? It was a Sunday.
It wasn't a meter, but it was a Sunday.
I was
Yeah, it
at
was a Sunday.
so I was at a permit, but it was it was obviously after hours.
Yeah.
You didn't need to be there until like Monday morning. But either way, that's mine.
You know what we'll do? We'll text Vinty and he'll probably know some secret spots.
Yeah.
Let
Great
me say
spot.
this. That
Great
hat is
spot.
so my favorite hat that I'm considering just buying like 5 of them because like I do that with sneakers sometimes. If I buy a pair of sneakers I love,
Yep.
I buy 4 pairs of them because I'm like, I want these the next time I want sneakers and they won't have them. You know what I mean? So like I'm getting that hat again.
That's sick.
So I got to text her and get more. That is, by the way, that might be the new home of like any live shows we do. Even though it's South Shore a little bit, right?
Yeah, it was.
We had great guys there, by the way. The
sick setup.
Monahans.
Monahan. Yep. Monahan brothers.
Quincy came out in full
Adam White.
Adam White always, dude.
Josh the Ironwork.
Yep. Josh Ironwork. I don't know if Josh knows he was there, but he was there.
At the end, the best was when I knew it was time to leave. Like he was like there's some kid just sitting at the bar, like minding his own business. I was like, "Yeah, you son of a bitch!" And I'm like, "Yep, it's time. Let's go."
You grabbed me and you were like, "We're leaving," and I was like, "Okay, let's go."
Yeah, it's time to go. The milk is starting to turn in the for everybody here. But they were unbelievable hosts. I gave. We're gonna also. As luck would have it, Megan's friend, I can't grab her name right now out of my head, but we actually met her at Ginty's first show. Her boyfriend is I think he's from Cork too. He's like a big time Irish musician guy, Jerry Ahern.
Okay.
Gerald Ahern. I mean, spelled the right way.
What's up, cuz?
They're
What's
all
up,
over the
cuz?
place.
So-
I just saw Ryan when I was pulling down
Yeah,
the street.
yeah, the Aherns are everywhere. So I said to her, like, yeah, tell him we'd love to have him on. You know what I mean? So might do that. I gave her a sweatshirt. We sold some sweatshirts. The Monahan brothers bought a couple sweatshirts.
You know what we got to figure out, and maybe this is off topic, but maybe
Yeah.
this is. I mean, I know Ginty's listening right now. For Dot Day, maybe we set something up
Whatever. I'm up for whatever.
because that's a good time. I don't know if you ever been, but it's a really good time. It's
I've
equivalent
never
to
been
like Bunker Hill Day or
Yeah.
that shit. But
By the way, it was great to see him. We had a blast. He was on. I didn't catch any of that because I was in the bathroom. But like, it was funny listening to him talk about Heartbreak Hill and all that shit. He's a beast. So yeah, we had a blast. We had an absolute fucking epic time. It was awesome. I was like fucking over the moon. Couple quick notes before we get to like regular business. Okay, now I just want to be on. I want to lead from the front. I always want to be transparent and truthful. Okay. Lily Pease has left the building.
Yep.
All right. Now, we're still on very good terms. We're going to do a live event there soon. They're doing something different with their marketing money right now. I had a great conversation with Chris. We are on great terms. But they think we're fucking garbage, basically. So we're getting down to... No, I'm just kidding.
So speaking about roast, we're going to roast Chris
Yeah, we're
next
going to
time
roast
we're there.
Chris. Yeah, he looks like a chicken, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Fucking drag him through the
No,
mud.
I love Chris. And they listen when nobody was fucking listening to this, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll sponsor it."
Yep.
Like, and we did, and I think we both helped each other out a lot, and like we will continue to do that. So we're on very good terms. We do have a new sponsor joining the show next week. Not going to reveal that right now, but this is going to be a sponsor that everybody who listens to this can fucking definitely use
Get
and
behind.
get
Yep.
behind.
Yep.
Okay, and I'm talking about condoms. All right, talking about rubbers. All right. No, it's a great sponsor. I'm going to reveal it next week. We've already pretty much nailed everything down. We have to go visit these guys, and we'll reveal everything next week. But I'll just tell you right now, for our listenership, and for what you guys enjoy, I think this will be a number like a huge hit. I think with everybody, right? That said, also the golf tournament's coming up.
Yeah, baby.
Oh,
We're in the month.
Before I forget, John Bauman.
Oh,
Bowman.
How many times am I gonna do it?
Million.
Yeah. John.
hey, you know how much Fitzy
Think of
loves
sports.
to.
Think of sports cards. Bowman.
I know.
Bowman's
You know
best.
what?
I think I
Fitzy-
called them Baumans. It's like
But you know,
10-cent head.
Fitzy loves to correct you because your name got so fucked up throughout your entire life.
Mine
Yeah,
did
but
too, though.
I gave up by like 9, dude.
Yeah.
Fitz Maurice.
Yeah.
And it's like, what are you doing?
He made us
What are
that
you,
sick.
fucking
We put it on.
Canadian?
We put it on Instagram. Made us that sick Woodburn pulling the cork thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Sick, dude.
Great gift. He was also the one who sent us Fago back in the day. Fonz came by yesterday and dropped off Fago for us because he thinks it goes good with Misguided.
Dude.
Fonz, we already got it from fucking John Bum.
We got it from the source.
We got it from the source. We got it from the guy who delivers the shit to the juggalos.
Yeah.
And you're coming in here all willy nilly
to
from
the
the dollar
juggalos.
store.
Straight to the woods.
I gave fucking Fonz a bottle of Caribbean rum though. I did give him that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he was like, "Thanks." Thanks. Fonz is the man. So we got the golf tournament coming up. Real quick to cover that,
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Fawns just came here to drop off Fago.
dude. So he texted me yesterday
Like
morning.
he doesn't listen to the show twice a week.
By the way, he texted me. yesterday
he
morning.
hadn't.
Listen to
He
me.
doesn't live close anymore.
Listen to me. Text me yesterday morning. He's like, "I'm gonna be in the area because he was meeting his parents."
Okay.
And he's like, "I got
All
something
right.
for you guys." And he's like, "And it's non-perishable." And like, I was like, "All right." And I'm like, "Well, I might be there. I might not." And then I was like, he texted
Waiting.
me at like 1. So now I'm waiting for him. I was actually out here prepping work for the week. And I'm like sitting there and I'm like, all right, where is this fucking kid? And then I'm like, are you coming or what? And he's like, like
I've been
later.
looking at
And
you
I'm
for
like,
20
I'm like,
minutes.
dude, I can't take a random nap out here if I know Fawn's gonna come busting through the door like the Kool-Aid man. You know what I mean? Like fucking, I'm like, all right, so, but anyways, it was great. And he's like, I got you this Fago. I think we'll go with this guy. And I'm like, we already did this bit. Like, now listen, I want to say this. Thank you, Fawns. And I will drink a Misguided in Fago in your face. All right, anybody's face. Vodka and the specifically the ice pop one, fireworks one,
Yep.
goes excellent together. I might actually have one fucking tonight. How you like that?
Let's make 2.
Let's make 2. Let's do
I'll
that.
take one.
We'll make 3. How's that? We'll do that in a little bit. All right. So listen, we got the golf tournament coming up. We got 2 weeks from Friday.
Yeah, baby.
That's fucking insane. Now, I want to be on the front of this. We got gifts for longest drive and all that shit. We're gonna have some gifts there that maybe we'll do we'll figure something out to give them away. Like we're gonna have some Misguided Spirits there, and we're gonna have like some other stuff, so like some Twisted Fate beer and stuff. But most importantly, we're not gonna do a ton of raffles and everything because this year we're bootstrapping it, right? So like as I said, when I told Sean I didn't want to do it, and he was like, "Let's do it." Next year we'll have more of a board and a committee. Probably we'll get Bridget involved, like more on the front end because she will help with all that shit.
telling you right now, she's been
100%.
whatever we need.
But with 3 weeks left, we don't have the firepower right now to do it. We're gonna run a great golf tournament. You're gonna go there. You're gonna have a fucking blast. And then afterwards, we're gonna have a ton of beers together and a ton of laughs. And we're gonna raise a little bit of money for CF this year.
Yep.
And then next year, we'll make it bigger and better. All right? That's our goal. Right? So every year it builds. Right? And you never know. Hey, things can change at any moment. We could have 30 raffle prizes by next week. We'll figure it out. So, anyways, that's what's going on there. And then that pretty much brings us up to date, I think, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
How's the weekend?
Weekend, dude, this might have been the most low-key weekend for me ever. I didn't do a fucking thing. Like, I stayed in my house. I went out for maybe an hour on Saturday night. Maybe an hour. I had like 3 margaritas at a place called Three Amigos. They were bomb. Had a little chicken quesadilla. Went home. That was it. I
bad.
have nothing.
Sounds
Nothing
pretty good.
I'm not
nothing
mad.
to report.
I'm not mad at that.
I went to Twisted Fate.
Well, here's the
Go
thing.
ahead.
Here's the thing, though. I'm now a gym rat.
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
Panuzzo, listening?
I'm now a gym rat.
I love it. You got your new membership.
Me and my son, he's been once, that fraud.
How much would you pay to be the size of Danny, by the way? Not height. I mean, you like the height you're at, but I'm saying like just like
Yeah.
metabolism.
Proportions.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, right? Like I've always said, like I want to go back to the
I
gym.
think the
wanna go back
limit
to
is a
gym.
gym membership. I'm not paying a gym membership. This is basically my answer.
This was like, I mean, I was doing it anyway, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you what happened with that. I stepped on a scale and I was like, now again, everyone knows who I am. You see me on TV, you know who I am or whatever. I've never been more than a $185 in my life. I've tried
Yeah.
a zillion times. I just haven't been there. I was 175, and I said, "What's happening here?" I'm like, I'm eating like I am, but I'm not, obviously, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I said, "This
What a
is fucking-"
problem to have.
Yeah,
Wait, you're too light?
Yeah, he's
I
too
was
light.
too light.
Motherfucker, dude.
No.
I mean, what is fucking
no.
what
What a
the fuck?
problem to have.
So now, hear me out. Since I've
I got
stepped,
Panuzzo on my ass every morning. Look at my steps and my weight.
Since
This
I've-
kid's worried about losing too much
since I've
weight.
stepped on that scale a little over a week ago, I'm already back up to like 183. I'm right.
All right.
I'm right where I'm at.
All muscle.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking shredded.
All cold cut.
Right?
Cold cut factory.
My body right now,
Yeah.
shambles, complete shambles.
Oh, yeah, from lifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I'm not so all right, I'm not sitting there telling you I'm at fucking Muscle Beach, right? I signed up for Crunch. This is what I'm telling you, right? I looked online, they had this fucking huge deal. It's
Yeah.
down the street from my house. $1 fits. They signed me up
Oh,
for.
yeah?
Yeah. And they don't charge me until June.
Oh, nice.
So you get a month free, right? Which is bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it's an annual fee for whatever
Sure, yeah,
reason.
yeah.
I walk in there and I'm like, it's all walks of life. It's my type of gym.
Yeah.
You got the muscle heads, you got the people that have no idea what they're doing.
Yep.
You got the moms, you got the little kid, you got everybody.
Yeah.
All walks of life.
Olympic stretches.
See, YMCA feel. What are you telling me? The old men with the dicks out?
Yeah, except
The-
balls
the-
day.
There was 2 old guys at fucking Planet Fitness the other day, just dicks out face to face, like like being like, oh yeah, I was up again and then I hit 10 balls the other day. And I'm like,
the
you got
walk-
2 hanging.
The locker room's a little different at this place. It's
Yeah.
not like the old Y, which that still is. That's a horror movie that's never leaving my brain.
Yeah.
But yeah, my body is not well, and I'm fine with it because I used to work it all the time, and then I just stopped.
Yeah.
You know, but that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about beers.
But let me tell you this too. I'll say this. Panuzzo would say this because Josh used to say this. Josh would be like, he's like, I got to start working out. Now he was more talking about like lifting and shit, but like, I'm like, dude, you're getting 10,000 steps before, like he told me he was getting 10,000 steps before fucking 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's
so
accurate.
like, that's what, so I'm saying like, you don't need the cardio. You just need to lift.
I just need a lift, and
Yeah.
I also fucking feel like dog shit every day.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal. If I can go to the gym for an hour a day, that's
listen.
that's more than enough.
Listen, in about 2 weeks from Thursday, is that right? Maybe 3 weeks from Thursday. The Thursday after the golf tournament is the night Panuzzo's coming to do the podcast. So we're gonna get all the fucking straight dope. He's gonna put you on a whole program, dude. He's gonna turn Cork Nation into fucking ripped up fucking absolute fucking maniacs.
Yeah.
So although he can't do it to me, so I don't know how he's gonna do it to you guys. By the way, he was like, I was texting him this morning because he was like, and I meant to call him, I forgot to call him, but he was like, hey, you mentioned I could get him a room because I get Encore. Have you bet enough money there?
Imagine that.
They comp you rooms, right? But like only Monday through Thursday, right? So like not the good weekend nights. But I have 2 room comps because I went on that fucking epic run with my boy Levy. So I was like, I can get you. I go to Maggie today. I go, finally gonna get to use a room at Encore. She goes, oh nice, you going to Encore or staying over? I go, no, Panuzzo is. He's gonna fucking stay in my fucking room. So we do the rooms there are sick. So anyways, I'm doing Panuzzo a solid. So
I'm bringing a whistle and a red flag for when Panuzzo's here so I can just shut him up right when he starts talking shit to me.
Oh man. Anyways, so that's great. I like it. You're back
Yeah.
in the gym.
Back in the gym.
I love it. I've been lifting too, and you do get sore. I'm not trying. I'm just trying to like not. They say as you get older, like you live longer if you have lean muscle. Panuzzo will tell. We don't have to do this now. Panuzzo will tell us all about it. When
You
he's
like
there.
tuna?
Yeah. Well,
No mayo though.
obviously.
How do you eat tuna? Dry?
I thought you were
that's
about
like-
to do one of those things like you like nuts. You like these nuts. I was like, what's the punchline, dude?
Yeah. No. So when
I'm just bringing up mayo.
no.
to talk,
So like
talk
when
to
I
Danny
eat
about.
when I eat tuna, and it's weird. I have a weird craving for it.
Yeah.
I'll just drain it and eat out of the can like a sicko,
Yeah.
or I'll put it in like a salad.
No mushrooms out of the jar
I'll do that all day long.
with the,
all
with
day
the
long.
tuna.
Dude, I
You
love.
should-
I
You
like
should
tuna.
have
on
saw
stuff.
what I bought at BJ's the other day. The industrial size one. It was in garlic. 3/4 of it gone within the first.
You know what
hour.
I like? Pastine fucking marinated mushrooms.
Yeah.
I can literally like drink that fucking
Yeah.
shit, and it's not good
the,
for you.
And the vinegar peppers all day long.
Vinegar peppers are sick.
Sign me up.
Oh, real quick too before we get going, Ferg Fest is coming up,
Oh yeah.
so we're getting 10 tickets from Ferg. So all right, here's what Ferg Fest is. This kid has the audacity
yeah,
to name a
it's
fucking
called
event.
Fergfest. It's
Yeah.
just a room full of mirrors, and he
Yeah.
looks at himself.
Yeah. Now listen, I being one of the most self-indulgent lovers of themselves that I know, it would never be a Brendan Fest. Let's just say that. Now, this kid has 30,000 followers on No Show Beef, so he can do whatever the fuck he wants. Listen, this is Ferg Fest. and it's gonna be
45
awesome.
with Instagram.
45,000 with Instagram. All right. He runs the Beef's page. I think everybody knows who Ferg is.
Massive head.
True North Brewing, June 2nd, which is a Sunday. My band is playing. The Converse is playing. You want to meet Kev Ma? Go to this event. Like 4 p.m., I think we're playing for like an hour and 20 minutes or something like that. Gonna be 4 food trucks, Riverview Pizza, bunch of other shit.
Justin Clancy.
Justin Clancy, the Beefy Boys, barbecue truck, I think. Justin Clancy is playing at Boston Calling. I announced, Ferg came the other night to when I played Twisted Fate, which was an awesome time. And I said, I'm like, this will be the last time I open for somebody who's playing Boston Calling. It's like, I can definitively say that.
Be a man guy's gonna be there.
Be a Man Guy is going to be
Denali
there.
food
By the
truck.
way, do you know Be a Man Guy? So you know, I've talked about this before. I'm a huge Kirk Minahan fan. Like, I'm obsessed with Kirk. I listen to every show, no questions asked. Like, if there's a corker, like, I'm a Mina fan. The guy who's the Be a Man Guy is a massive Mina fan. He goes to every Minahan event. Like, and Kirk's like, yeah, I mean, I like the guy's success, but like, you know, his stuff stinks. Like that's people like he just rips everybody and like people just love him for it.
Yeah.
Like so Be a Man guys, so me and Kevin are like, well, I can't wait to meet the Be a Man guy. Just talk Kirk. Like we're not even gonna talk about Be a Man. We're like, let's talk about fucking inside baseball, Kirk Minahan. By the way, there's a few guys that listen to this. The Monahan brothers are big Kirk guys.
Yeah.
Tom's my guy up in fucking New Hampshire, Tom McCarthy. I think I'm gonna get that wrong. Because I don't have it in front of me. Is it McCarthy? Anyways, I'm thinking of Tom McCarthy I went to high school with. It's a mix something. He's playing in the golf tournament. Great man. He's a huge Mina fan. We go back and forth like daily on Instagram, DMs, like this is what's going on in the show. So anyways, Be a Man guy, all I give a fuck is meeting the Be a Man guy and talking about the fucking Kirk Minahan show. And if that interrupts me, if Ferg thinks I'm gonna play, if I'm in a good conversation about Kirk with the fucking Be a Man guy, he's got another thing coming. Music's on hold until that's fucking done. All right.
I shared a stage with Be a Man Guy, and that's where I got this shirt from.
Oh, that's right.
My
yeah,
buddy,
yeah.
my
Tom
buddy made
McGowan,
this.
by the way, that's the name. Just came to me. Tom McGowan.
Tom McGowan, not McCarthy.
Uh,
So yeah, I was on stage with him, and he saw me, and he recognized real, right? He
Obviously.
came over to me. Everyone's eating beefs and drinking and doing shots and shit, and I was done, and I'm just milling about on stage as you do when you have the talent that I have.
Yeah.
And he walks over and he goes, "What's your story?" And I'm like, "Just a fucking average ass dude trying to make it in this crazy world, you know?" And he's like,
Got any tips?
He's like, yeah. He's like, oh, really? He's like, I've never seen you before. I'm like, yeah, I'm not that famous.
dude, you know what's funny? He's such a rag dude.
Yeah.
They go to the Kirk shows like that. He did a show in Portland and stuff.
Yeah.
And fucking his real, like, I think he goes by Harmon. It's like his like I think it's his real name.
Yeah, I forget his
Maybe it's his last name or something like
Yeah,
that. He goes by Harmon.
Phil Harmon.
Yeah, within the
Yeah.
within that world, he's like Harmon, and he's like one of the shitheads that just loves Kirk.
Yeah.
He shares rooms with these degenerate Mina fans.
Just-
like he's like, yeah, I shared a room with Tim Ridgels. Tim Ridgels like a drunk from Maine.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I split a room with him to Be a Man guy. Like one of the guys from fucking who's a huge. This is way inside baseball. The guy's huge. He came from Australia to see Kirk live. he was showing pictures to people at home, and he's like, "This was my trip to America." And he's like, "This is the Kirk Minahan." He's like, somebody's like, "The Be a Man guy," and he's like, oh, he's just like a fucking slob that like watches the fucking Kirk Minahan show with us. Anyway, so Tom McGowan, if you're listening, you got to go to this thing so we can talk to fucking Harmon about Kirk. So, anyways,
jokes
we'll have
aside,
tickets. How do we give them away?
What do you think, Fitz? All fucking spotlights on you, bud.
We should probably plan better.
No, how about we while we're doing the show today, why don't we think of a couple questions
Okay.
and whoever gets it right fucking gets a ticket.
I got an idea. There's 10 tickets, right?
Yeah.
You assume people are going to want a pair of tickets, so they're not going by themselves. So we're
Okay.
giving away 5
P.S.
pairs.
Okay.
And then we're getting in free too, Ferg. So that's 16 tickets. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll be alone. Likely.
So will I.
Yeah.
Likely.
I'm going to be doing, that's my alumni weekend. And then I'm going directly home from Vermont, 3.5 hour ride, pick up the gear, pick up Kevmar, go up there. I'm going to be in traction by the end of this fuck. I'm going to be dead. So we got 5 sets of tickets to give away, right? I think 5 show ideas that we'll put up on Facebook. Drop your show ideas, and we pick the top 5 we want to do,
Yeah.
and those 5 people will get tickets.
And I also want to clarify.
If you
right?
don't want the tickets, just don't take them and we'll
Right.
give them to somebody
But
else.
I want to clarify, right? Even if you don't know who the fuck Ferg is or you don't, it's just a party.
You just heard Ferg's ego so bad
It's
right
just
now.
a
He's
party.
listening, and he just threw his phone out the fucking window. He's like, "Who the fuck doesn't know who I am?"
That's fine. He'll get another sponsor, buy him another phone.
If you need gutters, Essex Seamless Gutters is your guy.
That's right. That's right. Anyways, all right.
It's a party, dude. Just come and party with
Okay,
us.
Yeah,
so
it'll
we're
be a
talking.
blast. We'll be there
We're
drunk.
talking about beer tonight, right? That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to draft the best beer.
Yep.
That doesn't mean
Doesn't mean brand.
like Mick Ultra, whatever. Like which would be
What's that right
Tommy's
there?
favorite. I'm drinking a Together Forever from which is an Imperial, and you're drinking a Mick Ultra.
shout out
Tommy.
Tommy.
Together Forever, Imperial New England IPA from Twisted Fate. By the way, just to say, I played there on. I'll be back there June 14th, I think. I played there. It was fucking awesome. We had a great time. The boys were there. Lots of cool people. I got tipped out.
I couldn't make it.
2 people came up and gave me tips.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They were like, learn how to play guitar better. I was like, thanks for the tip.
Take a lesson.
No, they really did. And then afterwards, we stayed and just drank beers. I got Dave Ferrick, who's Panay's like buddy. Like we and him, he's like huge Billy Strings guy. So it's like we just. By the way, there was one kid there. Was like wife. It was like a family of people, like younger kind of kid. So he's like kind of paying attention a little bit. Then I played Billy Strings, and the kid went fucking bananas. And then I played Tyler Childers. I thought the kid was gonna cum his pants to the moon. Like he was like, ah, like. And he's like, you know what? He's Sturgill Simpson. I'm like.
It was like me and Gentile at Lily Pease.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Gentile.
Came in my throat today about fucking Brady, by the way.
Dude.
Such an idiot.
He was like, I don't want to watch. I gotta fucking. He's a baby. One of my favorite babies ever lived. I love that kid. Okay. By the way, go see the Converse Outlet June 2nd because we don't probably play 2 gigs a year, and usually one was Porch Fest. I'm gonna be in Parents Weekend for University of South Carolina Porch Fest.
Oh,
It's
shit.
the same weekend.
Go Cox.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, go
so,
Cox.
Wait, this might be good news then.
Malden Porch Fest.
Yes, Julie Wilcox already asked. She goes, do you think Brendan would want to play at my house?
What's the date?
I'll find
Just
out
find
for
the
you.
date,
It's
of
not.
course.
It's not the. I know it's not the same weekend as Melrose.
I'll do anything for Julie Wilcox Turner that she asks. How you like that?
How about that?
Yeah,
There you
one of
go.
my favorite
And that's-
people that's ever lived.
And she's just the best.
She's the best.
We know,
Yeah.
as we know.
Okay. All right. So
Oh.
we go ahead.
Quick plug. Sorry.
Go ahead.
This Thursday, if anyone is listening, if anyone is around, there is a fundraiser for Julie's nephew, my good friend Shay Wilcox, who's fighting at Nationals.
Nice.
For Golden Gloves.
Where's it at?
Pro Street Station.
Wednesday?
Thursday. Pro Street Station, Malden, Mass. I believe it's 6 to 10.
Thursday.
If you've never been there, they have some of the most underrated steak tips you've ever had in your life. The pizza
Pizza's
is
dynamite.
dynamite. Their only downfalls, it's same like 621. They don't deliver.
Yeah.
You have to go there. But it's for a good cause. This kid is 21 years old, 22. He's going to Nashville. He's going to Detroit in a couple weeks. Doesn't know his opponent yet. I don't know anyone that's made it this far from this area that off the topic. And I'm a big boxing fan. I only know like champions that like started like here.
Yeah.
Won New England's. I know a couple of those.
So he's going in 2 weeks for it.
I believe so. Yep.
So we talked about him on the show. We should just have him on next week before he goes.
We can do that.
If he wants to come on.
I'll text him
Right?
right now.
Talk
Mid-show.
boxing, talk whatever.
Yeah.
All right, let me work on that as we speak.
We
but,
got, we're late on Joey, but we need Joey Boats back soon.
Yep.
We got to figure that out. We got Clocky.
Joey actually came up to me the other day and he was like, "Hey, we got to reschedule, right?" I was like, "No, you got one shop. You fucked up. You're out."
Joey Boats is a permanent
he's
lifetime,
he's coming
lifetime
back.
member.
I told him I was just fucking around. I let him sweat for a little bit.
Yeah, I like it. Smart. Younger guy, you know.
We need Jake too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what I was going to say. Shay and Jake. So
Do we have
Shay,
enough mics though?
We don't. So
Well-
we have to have Shay 1 week and then Jake the next.
here's the other thing. Jake's still
Back-to-back Wilcox?
Jake's in school.
Yeah, he's a brown right
So
now.
so we can.
So
So
many-
once the summer
so
comes,
many
he can come on.
Wilcox.
So once the summer comes, he can come on. I can probably get Shay. I'm texting Shay right now,
Yeah. Okay.
and we'll go from there. But this Thursday, if you're around Pearl Street Station, 6 to 10. If you can't make it, reach out to one of us, and I'll give you the link if you want to donate to the cause.
Oh, by the way, we are video recording this for YouTube.
Yep.
The last time we did it, I didn't have a hat on, and then the video cut out. So now you're getting it. This is brought to you by the Hair Club for Men.
Hell yeah.
No, I never had hair restoration surgery. This hair is all natural. It is all mediocre. It is marginal, as
Just
they say.
fucking average.
Just
white
average ass,
dick.
white hair, white dick, the whole thing. You know what I mean? By the way, I watched this. If you haven't watched, I'm just gonna ruin this.
You're
so-
gonna love the roast so bad. So it's just all dick talk.
Yeah, I like it.
So much dick.
Man, all in or whatever it is. The one. There's a new show on Netflix. It's with the guy from Dumb and Dumber who played fucking opposite of. It's pretty good. I watched the whole thing yesterday while I was doing work. I was doing all this prep work for work, so I just had it on spinning.
Yep.
But at the end, I'm just gonna ruin this. But
I'm not watching it.
you don't care, right?
Go for it.
So if you're not, just block your ears for right now. At the end, there's a part where like the guy's fucking the other guy's ex-wife, and he comes in, barges in, and then the guy like looks at him and like it goes down below the waist, and the guy's got a hammer, right? Like, and he's hard as a rock still, and I'm like, and he's like, oh yeah, like wow, you fucking nice dick, and I'm like,
Sweet dick.
this show was pretty good until this, and then the guy they kill each other by accident. It was like, sorry, that's the end of it. I just ruined that whole show. That's like you wouldn't know that if I didn't just do it.
I
But
wouldn't fucking watch it
So-
anyways.
it's not great. It's not
I'm-
worth watching.
I'm not gonna ruin the roast because you haven't watched it.
Don't ruin it for me yet.
But I will say this: Kevin Hart was great as a fucking host.
Yeah.
But when he kept going, he goes, Jesus Christ. He goes, you fucking white people love talking about dick jokes.
Yeah.
Guys love, that's all you guys talk about is dicks, 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 dicks. And I'm like sitting there, I'm like, fuck, man, that's all we talk about on job sites.
Yeah. It's fun. It's funny. I don't know.
It's just immature.
He's saying that black people take it as disrespectful.
Yeah.
So like Willie would have tackled someone if
Yeah,
they said,
yeah.
get it out of my face.
Yeah.
Don't talk about that in front of me.
All right, real quick ad before we get into drafting these beers, and then I have something special for you guys before. It is not a song by me, but it is a song. Tedco, TedcoCM.com. Tedco is going to be at the tournament. Let me tell you this right now. Teddy is going to be there. He's playing with Gentile.
Tedco was just at my house
Yep.
looking at the job that I want done.
Nice.
Now, we don't have the addition plans, like the schematics
Sure.
for the addition that was done on my house beforehand.
Okay.
You know what Ted did?
What?
Contacted the town and got the plans so that he can draw up a new proposal
This is what we're talking
for me.
about.
That's what I mean.
Right?
I didn't have to do shit. I didn't have to call the town. I didn't have to find the plans. Ted did everything.
Yeah, and you haven't even really hired him yet.
I haven't. It's all free. It's a
Yeah.
free estimate.
Yeah, Teddy's the man. Teddy's my guy till I die. All right. So you want to see him? You'll see him at the tournament. You want to contact him? 617-996-6827. TedcoCM.com. Listen, you're doing an addition, you're doing any of that, just call our guy, right? You want to flip a house? Flip it with Ted. All right. You'll see him at the tournament. He's the man. All right, we'll start this thing off. Okay, so now we're talking about best beers, all that stuff. Now I didn't screen record this entire song, although I stripped the audio for it. There was this kid. He's dead now, but when he plays this song, I found it on YouTube at like 2 a.m. when I'm on my deep dives.
Rip.
He's playing this song in front of like a trash trailer in Canada. Like I mean, trash people. We're talking our type of people, right? All right, hold on.
Letterkenny people.
Exactly, like trailer park boys type people. You know what I mean? Like our type of people. Let's see. Hold on. There we go.
When it comes to emotion, makes me start choking, so I sit by the ocean. I spent my last buck on a bottle of whiskey. Drunk and broke, sitting here in history. I made my mind up how I'm going. Got nowhere to go, don't know where I'm going. I do one thing, one thing that is true wherever I go. I'm gonna need you, we just can't let each other go now. We're too close to ever slow down. The only one who keeps my chin up when you touch my lips. We're like two dogs stuck cold, cold beer. Don't you ever worry, I am right here. Never live without you. Don't care what I amount to. No, talking about cold, cold beer. Don't you ever worry, I'm right here. Never live without you.
That's the Canadian wind.
I'll pick you up, I'll take you home, sit on my couch, turn off my phone, cause I love your taste, love your smell. Who'd have ever thought that we could do so well? Hell, I guess we're meant for each other, so like the microphone and my buddy Bruce Buffer, I can't really express my joy, sort of like a scrap between all's good and bad, but I can't take my eyes off you. Went to rehab, thought that I lost you, but now we're back together with a vengeance. Must be my little Irish descendants. It feels pretty good to get this off my chest, even though people saying Jesse's obsessed. Well, maybe I am, maybe you're right. One thing that I know, it was love at first sight. Yeah, cold, cold being here. Don't you ever worry, I'm right here. I'd never live without you. I wouldn't even want to. Cold, cold beer, don't you ever worry, I'm right here. Never live without you. You don't care what I'm out to.
What do you think?
So a couple things.
Dude, add him to the list of people who should be superstars.
Dude,
Well, he's dead, so he can't be a superstar.
that's what I mean.
that.
Yeah.
died.
But like, he has a voice. Like, I would listen to him all day.
Dude, so there's another verse, but I was like, it's getting long. You know what I mean? That was already like a couple
Yeah.
minutes or whatever.
That's
So
number
I
one.
found that song is fucking sick.
Sick. I wish
Yeah.
I wish he did that in a studio instead of the fucking.
Wind in his
You know
buddies,
what? Though?
buddies
I'm
talking.
saying right now,
It
if you
has
see,
a charm.
after we done this, I got to show you the performance of it.
Yeah.
He's just screaming. He's got a mandolin. He's just like
Yeah.
a fucking rat. Like he
So-
looks like a fucking rat.
The other part of it
He looks
is
like a guy who works at the Tossville Fair. That's what it looks like.
the other part of it is he's talking about Molson, which stinks.
Listen, takes all kinds. Anyways,
I
yeah,
did-
that's
I
Je-
did-
by the way, if you're looking for that video, just look up Cold Beer Song on YouTube. Jesse Stewart is the guy's name.
R.I.P.
Actually wrote a great article because I was Googling him yesterday. And there's a great article on him in Media Magazine about like what happened to him and stuff. So he like, it's this whole thing. But anyways, he was like kind of like an underground folk punk legend type of guy.
Was he a piece of shit? Is that how he died?
Well, let's just say he didn't die like saving somebody in a burning building. Let's just put it that way. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
I think he took a hot shot, basically, is what it came down to. So, anyways, stinks. But regardless, that's I thought that was an appropriate song for
Fuck
us.
you, Sacklers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
fuck, fucking piece of shit.
Piece of shit, motherfuckers. All right. So we're gonna draft best beers. So what we're talking about is, like we said, we're not talking about the brand.
Yep.
We're talking about like best beers
Occasion.
after the occasion, that whole thing.
Yeah.
Right. Now, my buddy Rich Queen came up with this idea. I owe him a bottle of booze.
Again.
Richie Queen came up with that.
Again, Rich.
What was the other one he gave us? Walk off songs, which we haven't done yet. Spoiler.
Was it?
Walk up songs.
Yeah, but there was another one. The one he won the contest for. Was it Actors?
I think it was the actor draft.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rich Queen's full of good ideas.
Yeah,
He's going to win all the tickets to Fergfest. Oh, by the way, I got to say this. Doghouse Cornhole reunion is happening on Thursday night. We're going and playing at the fucking VFW, bringing all the boys back, McCracken, Charlie Joyner,
So you
Rich
will,
Queen.
so you will not be at Shay's fundraiser.
It's this Thursday?
Yes.
I can't. I've made a
nope, fair
month-long
enough.
commitment to this, but I
Fair
will
enough.
donate to it.
No,
I
fair
will
enough.
donate to it.
Fitz, if you're around, swing on by.
Why don't we just donate
think
to
I'm-
it?
That's fine.
Yeah, we can donate.
Yeah.
I think I'm working an overnight that night.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you're-
still
oh,
on
yeah.
week 3 of occasional overnights.
Let's go.
A lot of fun.
Let's
A lot
go.
of fun.
Paycheck must be fire though.
Yeah, but it's fucking
Blood money.
blood money.
Yeah.
Dude. It sucks.
Yeah, dude, that's hard, dude. I mean, working fucking overnights. I mean, I've literally, when I say I've never done it, I've never done it.
With kids sports and
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
all
dude.
that stuff. So like the first week I did it, I didn't even get a nap during the day. So I was up for like, I don't know, 36 hours or whatever.
All right, you guys ready?
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
All right, random
randomize
number
that shit.
generator. Here we go.
Looking right at it. So
All
I know he's
right.
not
Make sure it's
fucking lying.
legal. Fitzy's getting the number 1 pick.
Every time.
Ooh, hold on.
Almost
that
close.
thing was
That was-
close, dude.
It's all right.
Did I still
All
get
right.
it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 2 pick goes to Danny. I'm bringing it up the back as usual.
Counterclockwise.
Bringing it up the back as usual.
We're still doing snake.
Yes, steak. Always. Yes. So you get first. Danny gets second. I have third. And you can feel free to let her rip.
I got it. I'm already ready. My number 1 favorite best beer ever is a free beer. When someone else is buying, that beer tastes so good. And going back to last week,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
dude, I didn't fucking open my wallet, and it wasn't like on purpose.
Yeah,
because
no,
normally you know how I am. In mock,
you're
at the Dubliner, I fucking I carried
I think
carried
I owed.
the table.
Yeah, I think I owed you.
But I don't care because, as Mark Fitz says, if you're hanging with good people, it all evens out
Sure.
in the end.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? No one's gonna take advantage. Everyone gives back, and
There's-
it's all fucking.
Dude, that's like
friends.
whenever
We're all even right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Everyone.
yeah.
but like I've talked about this a bunch on here, but so I have people over here a lot, right? I go buy a keg, I fill up my fridge with beers. I don't even think about it. Like I don't even think
No.
about I have no idea what I'm like I tell everybody I'm like I don't have a fucking have you guys seen Fistful of Quarters?
A ledger.
You ever seen Fistful of Quarters?
No.
Oh, you haven't seen the
Oh,
movie?
yeah, yeah.
When he goes he's like, I don't do drugs, I don't drink, I play video games.
Yeah.
Like it's like I don't have a golf membership,
Yeah.
I don't have a boat, I have a bar, right? Like I tell people, I'm like, do not bring shit. Like this is, I'm glad to host you. Like I like to host people, right? Now people do ultimately end up bringing shit every once in a while. Like you brought beer over here, Danny's brought beer over here. And a lot of times you'll have people over and they'll bring a case of beer. Like not necessary at all. Like I am glad to do it. And the truth is, because I'm kind of like, no, don't do it. People do it.
Yeah.
It evens out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It evens out. I mean,
That's just, that's what you're supposed to do, I think.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Obviously. All right, Danny.
That's fucking-
All right, so wait, I got to keep track of this shit. Hold on.
That's dynamite. Because I have like 10 here. That wasn't one of them.
Yeah,
That wasn't one of mine.
And that was one that I thought about like late last night. And again, I don't mind buying my own beers and buying
No,
beers
but
for
it's
people.
awesome when somebody
it's,
buys
it's
you a
so
beer.
cool. Like that whole Dot Tavern experience.
Yeah.
I didn't pull up my card. I tried.
The only time I did was when after you guys left.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I met everyone from fucking 32 counties there. And eventually I was like, before I leave, I have to buy a round.
And I felt the same way. Before we went on, I had my card in my hand and I'm like, let me buy a round. And someone cut me off and was like, no, this is my round. And then we went on and it just lost. The night was lost.
Oh, by the way, real quick before we go any further, it was funny when the Monahan boys, or one of them, I think it was their buddy there. Is it Sean? Is that everybody's name?
Yeah, I think it was Sean. It sucks. I don't remember. his
Yeah, and I
name.
wasn't hearing
Was it
well
give
in
it
there,
the-
if I'm
was
being
it give
honest.
it the shots in the boots?
No.
No, that's Adam White, right?
No. Adam
White was
probably,
there.
he was probably wearing the same exact thing. But
No. He's playing the golf tournament. Anyways, he's their boy. Great guy. I fucking hung with him a lot.
He listens every episode.
Listens every episode.
I'm
He's in.
sorry. I thought you were talking about Jinty's boy.
No, Lee.
no.
Lee.
Lee.
Maniac.
Lee.
Pulling
Lee-
the pud.
Yeah, he
Like,
had the fucking.
Dude,
he
Lee
had
is
the
a
sweatshorts and the
Sweatshorts
fucking
and-
Timberlands.
and- fucking
Lee is a
Timberlands.
maniac.
With
dude.
a fucking tape
Lee is
measure
a
on his
maniac.
side, dude.
The Monahans guy. Actually, text them right now. Get that kid's name while we're on the line. But he was a great dude. I talked to him for like half the thing. But like at the beginning, I wasn't hearing that well, and I was trying to get my sorts. Anyways, they were like, oh, somebody was one of those like, recognize that voice, Josh the Ironworker. He was like, and he, Josh was like, hey, it's like, I go, it's
Six
awesome.
to
I love
midnight.
it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's nothing
Agreed.
better than other people getting to enjoy who I consider to be the funniest person I've ever met, Josh Riley. I think it's unbelievable. All right. You are on the clock.
All right. This wasn't. I gotta take it now because I feel like you back to back. This is possible for you.
Okay. I'll tell you afterwards if it was.
How about a tailgating beer?
Oh yeah.
That's a fantastic one, but it wasn't even on my list.
So a tailgating beer. So let's be honest, right? You go to a sporting event or a concert or whatever the case may be. It could be country fest, whatever the case. beers are fucking $20 a piece.
Yeah, yeah.
But if they allow you to be in the parking lot 4 or 5 hours beforehand and you could just do whatever
Yep.
on your dime, piss in a cup, fucking throw it over your shoulder.
Yeah.
There's nothing better.
Yeah.
I'm a big tailgating beer guy,
I love it.
especially like not even, all right, so a couple weeks ago we went to Patriots Day. It wasn't tailgating, but early morning before a Red Sox game.
Yep.
Still had to pay your own shit. Kind of in the same realm, but it was a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
Anything before a sporting event, before a concert, before, I don't know, whatever you want to do, fucking a play. And you
Yeah,
wanna-
yeah.
I'm in for that.
I like that. I think
know?
that's a great one.
Yeah.
For a funeral, for you.
In my garage.
One of the ultimate funeral tailgaters of all time, Danny Gillis.
in my garage before I come here to record to this garage.
Yes.
That's
tailgate.
it's one of my events before events.
That's one of my tailgates. All right, I'm going back to back, right? Okay. I'm going with two, one of which I have not experienced, but I imagine it to be one of the best beers that's ever had in the world.
Is that a faux pas?
If I've never had it?
Yeah. I feel like a fraud if I draft something that I've never done.
Oh, is that what we're doing?
No. But I'm thinking like, you know what? I'll just put it in my honorable mentions afterwards.
No, do it.
Draft.
Draft it.
I
Draft it.
haven't done this though.
We'll call
Okay,
you,
draft it.
We'll call
But
you a fraud.
If it's something that's like so far fetched that
What, like
None of us have
after I
done
get
it?
back from the moon beer or something?
yeah, like
No.
after your first
NASA
kill.
beers.
All right, I
in
just imagined.
Afghanistan.
I was thinking what would be the best beers and what are the best beers.
Okay.
Okay.
Just do it, dude.
Send
Post
it.
like
what you
day
got.
release from prison beer must be the best beer in the fucking
Oh,
world.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that must be a fucking epic beer.
Well, you can draft that because none of us have been to prison.
Right.
So
That's fine.
No, I did fucking 6 months. You guys know that. I was a Sing Sing
hard
kid.
time.
I don't hate that. That's a dude.
I just imagine that is probably one of the best fucking beers because I'll tell you why I thought of
If
it.
I was in prison, I'd have so much homebrew
Dude,
that
yeah.
fucking
I had a buddy who went,
give a
I had a
fuck
buddy who
about
went to
my-
prison for 3 years. Fed, right? A good friend of mine. No names. That said, I remember like when I was talking to him, like, so what do they like sneak you beer and like you can smoke and like dip in there? He's like, dude, you can't do any of that in there. And I'm like, and you don't want to do it in Fed the camps because you could get kicked out and like kicked to like a fucking place you don't want to go to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so you got 3 years of nothing. And I'm like, dude, that beer
they
when you
make
get home is gonna. No, I understand that, but I'm saying like for like a fucking white bread, white collar guy, you know what I mean? Like probably, you know, huffing fucking whipped cream's the best it's gonna get in there. You know what I mean? Which, by the way, I'll save that for Patreon. All right, so go post prison beer. I know I haven't experienced it, but I'm imagining that must be one of the best beers of all time. Is that gonna lose me the contest? Yes.
no.
No, it might not.
Because you want to know why?
Why?
Because we have 52A career criminals that listen to the show.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I also feel like I now know enough criminals, ex-criminals,
Yeah.
now civilians,
Yep.
that I can say that. Okay.
But most of them, alcohol is not their drug of choice, so they're
No,
not. They're
yeah,
not looking
exactly. It's
forward
not-
to a
yeah,
beer
yeah, yeah,
when they
yeah,
get home.
Yeah, yeah. All right,
Just
I'm
like
going.
D'Angelo Boxdale when he was fucking. That's
right.
You're looking a little
I'm
dusty.
going so degenerate back to back, and it's like when people see this list, they're not going to vote for me, and I don't give a fuck. Okay, because this is one of my favorite beers. It's one of the best beers. Panuzzo Block Your Ears. The hangover beer. The beer you have the day after at like fucking noon when you're fucking hurting and you're like, I got something I got to do. Not like a meeting or something not like I gotta go to like work. But you gotta go to like a barbecue or something, right?
Yeah.
And like you're just fucking hurting and
So-
you're shaking.
Your
And you're
hands
like,
like this.
your hands shaking. You're
So
like, I'm gonna gun down.
Let me
on the
just
light.
level off.
Yeah, you're like, let me just
Real
fucking-
quick.
let me get back to baseline.
So hold on a minute. I had this in my
People are gonna be
mind.
checking us in.
I had this in my mind, but I'm like, is that really the best beer? Dude, I chew
Dude,
that thing.
That beer saves my
It's a
ass.
lifesaver.
Yeah, but it
It's a
takes me an
lifesaver,
hour
yeah.
to chug a beer now.
Oh no, not me. I'll fucking gun that fucker
Do you?
down. Oh yes,
Ah, I
dude.
can't do it.
Yes, dude. And I'll tell
Two
you right
different
now.
breeds.
I'll do 3 by the time you're done.
Oh, dude.
Clearly.
This is when I got bagged by Panuzzo with the sweatshirts and me and Fitzy's like, you want to have a beer? It was like Friday morning at like 8 or something. And I'm like, yeah. So we had like 2 Miller Lights and Panuzzo's like, nice breakfast beers.
Yeah.
Boys.
How's a diet, dickhead?
As a diet, idiots.
So wait, does Panuzzo drink, or is he just strictly
Yeah, he
protein?
drinks, but like not like we drink. But
I sent you his recent reel.
oh yeah. He's like
where he's just
42% of
he's
your
just
week.
like, honestly,
you can't do it.
He's like, if you're really committed to doing the right thing and getting healthy and losing weight and building muscle, you're not drinking.
Yeah.
You're drinking maybe once, twice, 3 times a month. And
Yeah.
I was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Bri, sorry, Bri.
You know what? I have to say this too, and I love him. And he's helped me a lot with my diet shit. And I am good during the week. Well, sometimes
Half
But-
the week.
Half the week. But yeah, exactly. Like whatever it is, I'm good at 47% or whatever I'm in. But the thing is, here's the thing. I love hanging out and shooting the shit and drinking. I love it.
Yeah.
So if like I remove that from my life,
Oh,
my life would be fucking miserable.
yeah.
I'm just saying that. It would be fucking, I've done it before, and it was fucking sad and miserable. So, and I know people are going, well, if you need alcohol to be have a good time, you must be a fucking loser. No, you know what? I'm a fucking legend. How you like that? One of the biggest legends you ever met in your life. You know what, dude? People, I'll tell you this right now. That's why I said somebody said the other day, you play Bellevue all the time, but you don't remember. I'm like, I'm a good hang.
Yeah.
I'm a guy
People
you
invite
want.
me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you want to have me at Bellevue. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
I'm Bellevue's favorite son. Like favorite foster kid, like the fucking kid that's not really in the family.
Yeah.
Like Oliver on what was that? Family Ties? Was Oliver on Family Ties?
Oh, who's the dude from Godfather?
Oh yeah, like I had it. Not Gene Hackman. Yes,
We are terrible fucking people right now.
I know. Go ahead, and I'll find it. I'll locate it.
All right. Well, since you already ruined my second by fucking prefacing, a wake bear / funeral bear.
Oh, I didn't know that's why you were saying that.
I look you dead in the eyes. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? So we talked about it early in our episodes. I talked about, I think that's just like a New England thing where like during a wake, you just go out and have a beer mid-wake. You know what I mean? And
Tom
just,
Hagen is who we're thinking of.
Tom
Robert
Hagen,
Duvall.
yes.
Tom Hagen.
I'm German-Irish. He goes,
Tom's
all right,
kids-
you croat Mick piece of shit.
Yeah, Tom's not a wartime consigliere.
Correct.
All right, wake. I think this is a great one.
A wake beer.
I apologize for taking it. I didn't
No, you didn't take it. You prefaced it. That's all.
prefaced.
Whatever.
Yes,
I
prefaced it too.
I saw
I
the
Fitzmaurice
fucking,
it.
Yeah.
Saying you prefaced it sounds like you just like blew a load on somebody's face.
I saw
Preface.
the fucking angry looking I thought you,
I didn't know why he was
so
mad
I
at
tried
me.
to like fucking diffuse the situation.
You didn't
and
even
started
look at me.
talking.
Yeah.
I started talking my own shit.
Because
Because I was like, Danny's pissed right now.
Now,
Oh
I'll
shit,
say
how do I
this too.
fix this?
To your point, I'll say this. Part of the best reason for funeral beer, wake beers that are awesome, if you've never been, I don't know, like there's a lot of people listening to this in different parts of the country. Like I still remember my father's father's funeral, and then afterwards going back to my uncle's house,
Yeah.
and them just hooting and hollering, telling stories and drinking beers,
Yeah.
and laughing their asses off. That's where I got like one of my favorite stories, which is the one where my grandfather came home shit faced and he was like, said to my grandmother, that hash in the fridge is pretty good, but it started to turn.
Dick
He's eating cat.
faxes?
No, he's eating cat food, and he had no idea. So he's shit faced. But like that, like that's like an Irish wake. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? An Irish funeral. You know what's crazy? In Ireland, they wake it in the house.
In the house, yeah.
Yeah,
Have
like,
you,
that's
have you ever
crazy.
been to a wake in a house?
No,
I have.
where?
Boston.
Like in somebody's
In
like
someone's house.
like a house.
Yes. 100%. Like fucking my girl.
It's wild.
Yeah. But that
It's sad.
it was a funeral home, but it was their home. But the
Oh, like they lived upstairs.
yeah.
Okay. Kind of fucking budget ass funeral. we talking about.
It was fucking
There was
wild.
a Somerville family that owned one and did the same thing. Did the fucking embalming or whatever in the basement and like wake people on
dude.
the first floor and then lived on
Lived
the
on
So
the
second
second.
I think I've talked about this. My buddy Chappie, one of my college roommates, his family owns the largest independent owned funeral homes in Mass. And so like we would go down the Cape for the weekend. We'd stay in his parents had like one they didn't really use, and it was like
Sleeping in
and we would
coffins?
there was an apartment upstairs. We were sick. We were down the Cape, and then we would go downstairs and like we'd do like fake funeral, and like we'd be like all fucked up, and I'd be like. You know, maybe we were on mushrooms, maybe we weren't. And I'd be like waking some girl that like came back there with us. And I'm like, she was a great girl. And like, I'm like, this is fucked. You know what I mean? So anyways, like, yeah, I've actually lived that experience.
I will say many times, I'm talking family and friends, wakes, you pop the hood, there's a 30 rack there or whatever. If you're just coming in and you see a whole bunch, not a whole bunch, but you see 4 or 5 people out there just having a quick beer, kind of eases the tension before you walk in the building. Does that make sense?
Oh, 100%.
I mean, you see
It's attention for anything you do.
no, but like especially if like you don't, what I'm saying is if you don't know them immediately,
Yeah.
you're a friend of a friend and you're
Sure.
going to trying to pay respects and you see someone in there, like you turn the corner to the funeral and you're like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
right now?
yeah.
And then you see people like, hey, how you doing? You raise your little Bud Lights or whatever. And they're
Yeah.
like, these people are all right. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? We're respect-
Trans, but all right.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
All right,
Fitz.
Fitz, you're back to back.
All right, so let me look what I got here. All right, so my next one, number 2, is gonna be first beer on vacation.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not talking like flying. Like if you're on a flight, or am I stealing something? I'm not talking about flight beers. Fuck flight beers. I'm talking about when you land and you get into the hotel room and you're settled and you have that first beer, or you go down to the bar and you have that first beer, or you go up to Maine
Yes.
and get to
I
the lake
totally
house
am with you
and
on
you
this.
crack that first beer on the dock looking out at the lake. I fucking love
Yeah, it's a great
vacation, first beer, vacation beers.
It's a great pick.
I can't wait to get up to the lake this year and crack a fucking beer.
Let's go.
Yeah,
dude.
it's the best feeling because it's like you've unloaded the car,
Yeah.
you're done with that,
Work's done.
and then you're like,
Work's not coming.
you've got a cooler that you packed in the back of the car, and you're like, I'm
Yeah.
fucking snapping the neck off this fucking thing right now. Like I'm about to get fucked on these things. You know what I
Fucking
mean?
love it.
Yeah. By the way, I've said this before, but like, and I know that. Listen, like I said, like a lot of the things that I'm gonna say during this are gonna come off like this kid's a fucking alcoholic, right? But I'll say this. I think I've said this in the show before. I've at least dabbled in most substances that don't go into a needle. So take that as you might believe it. Except for not really prescription pills. None of that shit, right? I'm more of a speed guy. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so like I've done like a bunch of shit like in my days, right? Experimenting as a kid would, right? No harm, no foul.
No.
So anyways, but I'll never forget the first time I used to like have 2 beers in the woods. My buddies would go up there and I'd like kind of hide the rest. I didn't want to get caught drinking. I was like, I didn't know what was going to happen to me. And then this girl, my parents went away for the weekend and like this girl had us over. It was the middle of the day. Melrose back porch. I'll never forget where I was. I had a 6-pack of Bud Light. I had my 4th Bud Light. I looked out and I was like, I've never felt this good and I'm never going to feel this good again. Like I was like, so when I hear somebody be like, I hate the way I feel when I get drunk or when I get buzzed. Like to me, I'm like, that's the best feeling like I can get. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Like it feels
the
fucking
peak.
sick. You
It's
know?
the best.
Like getting a buzz feels awesome. Like
It's not terrible.
that's why, dude. I had all this research for this about like beer. Like it started in like 3,500. You don't think the first time
Started
they
in Buffalo.
Yeah, it started in Buffalo. Where do you, that was gonna be one of my questions. Where do you think it started? It's Mesopotamia, I think, actually. But the first time they had it, they must have been like, dude, yes, finally something cool. Like our life stinks. We're all dirty and like there's no food and everybody's dying by the time they're like 25. We just got fucked up. You know what I mean? We're just trying to get fucked up every day.
I want to know who, and I don't know this, but like who was the one that was like, you know what this country needs is no alcohol. Let's have prohibition.
Yeah, prohibition.
Dude, they have great anti-prohibition pictures up at the Dot Tavern.
Oh
That we
yeah,
look
yeah,
at.
I know.
Yeah, ton of them.
But I
Dude,
want to know.
prohibition is for zeros. Like, just don't drink if you don't want to drink.
Right.
It's fine. Let me drink. You know what I mean?
But how the tables have turned. They shut the whole entire country down 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And they were like,
We got to keep those open.
liquor stores are cool.
Dude, and remember there was some guy in the Globe? This the fucking zero from the Globe, right? Shocker. A zero
was
from the
number
Globe.
one, dude.
Right?
Was
They're
like, this is a bad idea.
They're like liquor stores and food.
Listen,
Hospitals are all
You
right.
guys can stay open.
this zero from the Globe wrote this whole article like, this is a bad idea. People are going to become alcoholics. And you're doing the people a disservice. Shut it down. I'm like, listen, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You wrote that article with your real name.
I'll
You shut those
assassinate
places
you.
down, I'll break your fucking neck. I'll fucking make you into beer. You know what I mean? Fuck off. I'll curdle your blood.
Triple
fucking
human IPA.
Yeah, exactly. Don't take my fucking beer.
Fermented fucking shithead blood.
Woke IPA.
Yeah. All right, so this is my third pick already. Holy shit, this is flying. Third pick, shower beer.
Yeah, dude. I didn't even fucking think of that.
Can't think of it
man.
either.
I love being like, oh fuck, we gotta get ready.
But I should get ahead of the game.
I should grab a beer and go shower and then get dressed. Shower beers.
I should get ahead of the game.
Yeah, shower beers, fuck.
They're the best, dude.
Yeah. Walk upstairs or walk into the bathroom, whatever. You come from the fridge, you got the beer, drop trow, crack the beer, and just drink a beer in the shower.
Oh,
It's
Fitzy,
fucking great.
that might have been You've had a lot of great picks. You've obviously won the majority of the drafts out of us three.
Yeah, you might be winning this.
That might be your my favorite pick of yours.
Free beer,
ever.
shower beer, back to back is, I mean, murderer's row right now.
That's fucking good, dude. Good for you.
Thank
I feel like Kevin Hart blowing your shaft right now after last night. Everyone that went up after them, he's like, dude, that fucking killed him. Not enough, Kev. Not enough.
All right, you're up.
All right.
Again.
That was fucking.
I did mine too.
Oh, you did shower beer and. Oh, you did free beer and shower beer.
Nope. And he did.
And
You gotta be shitting me.
yeah, what did
Oh,
I-
vacation beer.
vacation. First beer of
First
vacation.
beer of vacation. We good?
Yep.
You're up.
After work beer.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yep.
After
classic.
work beer.
Talk about lunch and potato, like just fucking
Classic.
classic meat and potatoes, right?
And
there.
I want to be very clear, right? I'm not one of these guys that just goes. I don't drink it at the house. I don't, me personally. So like
Me
on
neither.
Fridays, yeah, no shit. On Fridays when I'm like out and about, that first one is just fucking lovely, lovely.
Yeah.
It's just the boys are out, sitting about, talking about how awful everyone's week was, and we're all one.
Yeah.
Our powers combined, and
Yeah.
we're all shitheads.
Technically, I actually don't drink in my house because I haven't had a beer in my house in probably a year. Because I always drink them out of the garage.
COVID rules.
Yeah, COVID rules. Yeah, no plexiglass. I think that's a great one. All right, so I'm going back to back. Okay. It doesn't matter because I'm taking back to back. So, open bar wedding beer.
Oh yeah.
One of my absolute favorites. The cocktail hour, you get that now. Now, what's going to be controversial about this? Why some people aren't going to go for it
Throw
is
a
that
flag.
some people are going cocktails only.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I go beer,
I go beer.
and that was on my list.
Yeah. Open bar wedding beer is there for me. Okay. And I'll tell you why. I, at this decrepit age I am at,
No, you've
I've
said
had
this
enough
before.
fucking experiences with like
Hot
hitting my
booze.
head on the cement after a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
wedding of hot booze.
Yeah.
I'm just give me the Miller Lite or give me whatever your Stella is or whatever. I'm in for all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
me
an
too.
open bar
Yeah.
wedding like beer. By the way, I always love this when one of my favorite lines my buddy ever said was somebody's like, "Is it open bar?" And he's like, somebody's like, "I don't know," and he's like, "Doesn't matter. Like, just bring
Right.
$100. Like,
Right.
you're gonna drink 1,000 beers anyways,
Right.
whether it is or isn't. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going.
That is a crazy statement. Is it open bar? Does it matter? You got invited to the fucking wedding.
Well,
Enjoy
I
it.
mean, I guess the only question there is just, did you have to stop and get money? You know what I mean? I guess is really what it is.
Yeah. Open bar and lamb lollipops hit fucking different.
I agree.
I love it. All right, now I'm going for this one, and this is actually my favorite one. I could have taken this with the first one. Hot day after yard work beer
Yeah.
is one of my all-time favorites, and I'll tell you the story that inspired this. When I was working at Bellevue, when I was a lowly just fucking guy cutting lawns at Bellevue, the guy who was the assistant superintendent, a couple of the members had come over and been like, hey, they live like on the course basically. We're like, can you come cut the lawn? I'll pay you $60 or whatever every time you do it. So like the superintendent let us do that, right? We'd take the gator over there and we'd fucking, which was the little truck thing. And then we'd have like a mower with us and a weed whacker. One of the accounts was my dentist growing up. Ironically enough, Dr. Kelleher, Maggie's maiden name's Kelleher. Her dad's a dentist. Wasn't her dad. Anyways, so we're doing it, right? It was 97, dude. It was so hot. It was one of those days, right? Finish up, and he's like, comes out, he's like, how old are you now? And I blew him. No, and he was like,
Old enough.
yeah, old enough to blow you. And he was like, he was like, how old are you now? I'm like, 20. And he's like, close enough. And he handed me, I'll never forget the beer. It was
It's
a
like, here's
Pete's,
this dick.
Pete's Wickets. Yeah. Here's this dick.
Kevin Hart hates this fucking podcast. Hates it.
Fucking white people with
gave
their
me-
dick jokes.
He gave me Pete's Wicked Summer. It was ice cold out of a cooler.
Yeah.
And I drank that thing in like 13 seconds. Like, and it was like the best fucking beer. So after yard work beer is so fucking good.
Yeah.
What were you
It
going to
is.
say? After what?
After he loosens you up.
I'm
so-
still going through therapy for it to this day.
Dude, that's a great one. And you mentioned it in the text, but it is a fucking great one. And it goes right along with one of my most recent greatest beers. When me and Melissa almost got divorced from building a trampoline in my backyard for like 6 hours when it should have took an hour and a half. Did I tell you guys this story?
Yeah.
Dude, it was
It was recent.
off. Yeah, it was recent. It was fucking a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awful building that trampoline.
Yeah.
And that first beer tasted so. I'm not drafting it, so that's why I'm saying it. But
Yeah.
it goes right along with yard work and anything where you're
Hands-on.
replacing garbage disposals for
Yeah, yeah.
fucking 6 hours on a Thursday night.
Yeah, yeah.
And now it's midnight when you have your first beer.
Yeah.
But fuck it.
Yeah.
Right?
Make it happen.
Yeah.
All right, listen. Ben Franklin Print Company, real quick. These are our guys, okay? Joe at Ben Franklin Print. I think you heard, if you listened to the last episode, Jeff Clow's getting his jerseys made there.
There he is.
Right?
He said all two of them.
All two of them, yeah. Turns out he's got a whole team.
Yeah.
Jeff Clow, absolute legend, by the way. Some of the fucking funniest shit ever came out of his mouth. So listen, 978-624-7341. They're doing all our stuff for the golf tournament. They do all our shirts. They do all our hoodies, right? How do we find about them? Ferk and
Absolutely.
F Buddy. So
People helping people.
people helping people. So like I'm telling you guys, like, are they going to be the cheapest? No. Are they going to be the best? Yes. Like everybody who's got one of our t-shirts loves them. They're fucking awesome, right? And I can attest because I used to get t-shirts made by like drop shipping for Doghouse Cornwall, and I'll tell you right now, I'd never do that again because they were fucking, the quality was brutal. These things don't crack. They don't.
Right.
Right? 978-624-7341, benfranklinprintco.com. Why don't you give it to Bella's?
Bella's Roast Beef, 1211 Osgood Street, North Andover, Massachusetts. As you know, Harry, Sandra, crushing the game. I watched a guy today make a Christmas tree. Out of
yeah.
out
That
of
was
roast beef.
insane.
He got a Professor, which is 24 ounces of meat.
23.
23 ounces of meat, Jordan, right? Then a super, then a regular,
Big.
a big, whatever, and then a junior on top of each other. 4 fucking beefs. He made a Christmas tree out of beefs.
Yeah.
Harry calls it the family tree.
A family tree. It was fucking insane.
I was very interested in eating some of it.
It took 3 dudes to eat that. I think the challenge is that one person has to eat that.
I don't think you could do it.
I don't
Who could
know
do
if-
it?
I couldn't do it.
No, I couldn't do it. Someone could.
Someone could.
That dude Sorota probably could.
Yeah, Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy eyes. He's
Get him
got
out
he's
there, that fucking zombie,
lazy-eyed fuck.
neckbeard zombie.
BellasNA.com, as you know, there are people, they've been our people forever. Harry comes to all of our events. We go to anything that he wants from us. Support one another. As you know, they're the best people in the business.
All right, now let's just do it real quick right now. Just get it done. Misguided Spirits. All right. James came to fucking. How cool was that?
James was there.
James is a fucking dog. He's a rider.
I looked at him like he was a superstar when he walked in the door. I
He's
was
the
like,
man.
fucking James.
Yeah, because I was
James
like,
is
dude,
here.
if you're around, you know, like he's the man. We actually were gonna hang out with him later in the week, and then I texted him like, "Hey, you still in town?" He didn't get back to me. Then I'm like, "Oh, you fucking big time me, motherfucker!" Right? Just kidding. He was like, "No," he's like, "I had to go back for some fucking entrepreneurial fucking shit that came up." So, Misguided Spirits. Listen, let me just tell you right now, we're gonna have a bunch of this stuff at the event to give away. And you can do with that what you will. Misguidedspirits.com. All right, listen. Yes, I am over 21 years old. Okay, I'm going to answer that question for the website right now. I just gave Fawn some Caribbean rum. I gave Josh a bottle of the Hinky Dink whiskey.
Yep.
I got a little bit of vodka left. I don't think I have much left in here at all. I'll tell you why. You know why I don't have much left? I'm giving it to people because I'm spreading the word, the
Me
gospel.
too.
Right?
I gave rum to someone.
Yeah.
Who did I give rum to? I'll figure it out. But
It's an
I gave a bottle of rum.
employee-owned operation. There are people. We love them. Go to misguidedspirits.com. You can get it at Malden Fine Wines and Ball Square Fine Wines in Somerville. And it's going to be in a bunch of places soon. We're going to be doing a bunch of cool shit with that. Listen, James is the man. James is like, what do you need? How many cases do you need for this fucking event?
He's awesome.
So what we're going to do is maybe we'll do like top 5 groups. Each get a bottle and they can figure out, split it in the parking lot and get blackout drunk. Like I did. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, Big Bad James, our guy. Go see them. And then we're back. Danny, you just went, right?
No, I didn't go yet.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I went. Yard work, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're up.
We all have kids, right? But however, my favorite, or one of the top 5 anyway,
Ooh, I got a crazy story, but it has to go on the Patreon.
top 5,
Remind me. Kids, paternity test, Patreon.
got it.
Okay. Not mine. I'm leaving Maggie tomorrow. Just kidding. Go ahead.
One of the coolest things for me was when I told my father,
Yeah, I was gonna say blowing your dentist, but then I was in bad taste. God.
Jesus Christ. I was telling
Fucking
my
white
father.
boys.
Yeah. Kevin Hart's never listening to this.
No.
When I told my father I was having a kid,
Yep.
and me and him had a beer together. Father-son beer was pretty fucking dope.
Ooh, that's a fucking great one.
Father-son beer was a pretty fucking dope one.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again,
Tear.
I know,
Yeah, I know.
Fitz, I'm sorry. I almost wanted to put it on the back burner, but it wouldn't have been authentic, dude.
Yeah.
I wish my father would have cracked one with me when I was 11. Would have been fucking cool.
Yeah, so I all right, so perfect example though, right? I always tell this joke, right? Well, not a joke, it's real reality. If I had 1 minute with my mother, I would hug her for 58 seconds.
Yeah.
I would get her meatloaf recipe, and we would crush a beer for the last second.
Oh yeah.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
all I would want. But I mean, I had the opportunity with my father, and it was awesome. And I still remember it on my very first one with my father was on his, I wasn't even, I was older than 21, but we just had like that fucking moment. It was fucking dope.
Yeah.
Father-son beer, top
I could
tier
say
shit.
that I'm lucky enough to have had probably 1,000 father-son beers with my father, and is now lost its charm. I can't stand drinking beers with him anymore. I know he listens to this, so he'll know that. No, it is great. I'll tell you, it is like, I will say this too. My father doesn't really overindulge ever. Like, he'll drink beers, like, but he's not like an overindulger. Like, he just isn't.
All right, there's just
He's a
before
responsible drinker.
before you say any more, because I'm going
Yeah.
through text right now. I'm texting Shay.
Yeah.
He actually leaves for Detroit Saturday morning.
Ooh, that's not gonna work then.
It wouldn't work. Like, we can't do like a Friday night.
Let's
or
do a
something.
recap when he gets back.
All right. So that's that.
Yeah,
So,
I won't, because Thursday I got that thing, and then Friday I got a golf tournament during
Okay.
the day, so I'm gonna be
all right. So we'll
shithoused.
reach out with Shay after he wins this fucking thing. How about that?
Yeah. By the way, I'm playing that golf tournament with Ryan Ahern, my neighbor.
Yep.
And he put me on a text with these two random guys who I don't know. And he was like, hey, he's like, hey guys, this is my buddy Brendan. He's like, by the way, he told me that his brother-in-law, who listens to John Dilworth, who listens to the show every week, is like his favorite thing is when I do the Ryan impression. Like, this impression is so good, I could definitely prank his wife to know it's him.
I've
He's
said
like,
this many
hey,
times.
he's like, this is my buddy Brendan. He's my neighbor. We're not related as far as we know. And
And he just thinks it's the funniest thing ever.
No. And then I just wrote back and I go, hey guys, I'm Ryan's brother. Nice to meet you guys. And like, I'm like, dude, I go, these guys aren't gonna hang out with you ever after like I'm on the show. Like after play the story with them, I'm gonna get fucked up and like probably like absolutely be talking about sucking dentist dick and shit. And he goes, that's fine. I don't even really know these guys either. So if you ruin it, go for it. I was like, great. Love that kid.
Dude, that is such. I really wish you guys knew Ryan Ahern.
know, the listeners.
It's fucking spot on, dude. It's so good. Like, you like lose your mind when I do Jay Hurley.
Oh yeah,
It's-
Jay Hurley. Is
You're,
unbelievable.
I
Dude, how
think
about him dressed as a jockey?
how great is that? How great is that?
For people who know, Jay Hurley is
3 bills.
bills.
Easily.
Yeah.
5'10".
5'10". Yeah, he's a little taller than me. Maybe 5'11".
There's not a horse that could handle him.
No,
You know what I mean?
no.
So
But like-
for the Derby party.
Secretariat would be no longer if you got on
So
top
for
of it.
I actually do have the picture of all of us like dressed up, like we
Yeah.
were going to the Kentucky Derby, and he's in the middle.
Yep.
I can send it out on the podcast, whatever. But Jay comes out with the fucking jockey, the goggles, and he's riding the stick with the horse face on
Yeah.
it, like from the 90s. And he just comes out and he goes, "Let's go, Secretariat! Let's go, Secretariat!" It's like, and people are just like, "What the fuck?"
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I've never been like the only other person I ever felt like I couldn't understand that much in a bar. And like, we were dressed with Ginty and his buddy Lee, Lee was on level 12 when we were hanging out with him.
He was the final boss.
Like, he was the final boss of the Irish boss, like drunk boss thing. But by the way, can I say this? Lee, great dude. Awesome.
Awesome dude.
Awesome guy.
And I feel like we understand both of them fine.
I'm
Yeah,
fine.
you know what I mean?
Well,
I
I also
never-
think that because we were with him for a full night, we got the whole like. Cork has like a very like sing-songy, like you know what I mean? And I think that kind of way of talking is even like familiar around here. Like, I had a buddy I went to high school with. My father goes, "Why is his dad always talking sing-song?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Oh, Gola. Anyways, the kid was out there. He was having a blast out there." Like, that was how the guy talked all the time.
Bob Menery?
Like, just no, but this is how the guy talked. He talked in sing-song voice all the time. The guy also had special shoes to bring out at weddings that he wore to dance. He goes,
kid?
I
Wait.
gotta get my shoes out.
Wait, talk about the kid who told Peter that he was Cheetah.
Chunky Peter.
Yeah. He talks sing song, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's Alex. Yeah. Alex would be
Fucking
like, oh yeah,
Cheetah.
Cheetah, Chunky Peter. And he'd be like,
I never laughed.
fat Clooney.
Yeah,
with
I
that
never
haircut.
laughed more
Yeah.
than when Brendan was doing the fucking Alex impression.
Dude, I hope he doesn't listen to this, but I'm just gonna say it because it was a fucking hilarious story. We used to get should be on Patreon. I don't give a fuck. We used to get his family owned a restaurant. I'm not gonna name it, I guess. In Medford, half we got it out of my mouth. And we would order strippers there at like 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Now I wasn't specifically doing it, right? And but a couple things that happened
You
that
weren't
were
against
fucking.
it, though.
I might have been there, but that were very funny. One was like the strippers would like it would be 2:30 in the morning when you order a stripper. His uncle would get there to prep at 5. So like they were just milling around afterwards one time, and he's making steak and cheeses, and then he goes, ladies, he goes, can you take these steak and cheeses to go? Like that's how he talked all the time. But like
Punk's
one time,
coming in.
one time he got a stripper there with a family member of his who was older than him. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And there was one of the strippers' names was Cookie, and like she
Yes.
blew the guy, and the guy was married, and so then like this kid would be up to nefarious things all the time, and the uncle like was like, you can't be doing that, and he goes, there's a dangerous lady around town. And he goes, what? And he goes, her name's the Cookie Monster. Do we want that out there? Like, it was like blackmailing like this guy, like
Yeah.
wild shit.
He's
you know
like,
what I
I'm
mean?
telling you.
Yeah. The Cookie Monster. She's a dangerous lady.
So the Monahan's buddy is Sean Cabey.
I said
It was Sean.
Yeah, good.
We
All
were,
right.
we were right, Sean.
I nailed it. Great
Shout
guy.
out to Sean Cabey.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Listens every week.
He's like, I don't know any of these people that you guys talk about, but
Yeah,
I'm
but
like
he-
invested
he
in Bobby
loves it.
Froyo.
Yeah, he loves it.
I'm like, unfortunately, we are too. All right, you up?
I'm up, yeah. Garage Bears. Snatched.
Snatched.
Yeah. Garage Bears are great. I have a garage. I don't have a garage bar.
Not yet.
Not yet. But I'll sit out there.
Yeah, you still did the launch here and just drink beers.
Yeah, smoking meats. Like
Yeah.
the grill's going on outside. If it's chilly out, I'll be in the garage. If it's nice out, the doors will be open. Nice cross breeze coming through the garage.
Yep.
I put a TV out there at some point. I have one of my Sonos radios out there. It's basically this place.
Yeah.
With less lighting.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it. It's great.
And
So-
not a bar. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You've been there.
yeah.
You've had beers
Yeah.
in my garage.
Matter,
frame
matter
out a
of
box,
fact, that's
dude.
where we
That's-
snatched where you up.
yeah. We get Josh over there. We frame that thing out in a week.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, and
I
weekend,
mean,
like in a day.
we
Done.
have our cars are too big anyways. They don't even fit in there.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna get it done. We'll figure it out. I've been
what are we really
doing it
using it
slow.
Let's grab some
let's
lumber.
fucking- let's
Let's
make
grab
a
some
bar.
lumber.
Yeah, let's grab some lumber on a weekend. We'll get Riley
it.
over there.
That's
We'll
it.
get that thing done. Dude, you know how awesome
Josh,
it's
you
gonna
hear
feel when
that?
you're over there? Yeah, Josh will hear it. He'll do it. All right, Danny.
Well,
no.
before,
Oh wait, you're back to back. Sorry, my bad.
well,
My
before
bad.
he goes back to back, do we have voicemails before we forget? Because we
we do, but I
infamous.
can't play them until we're done because
Okay. Fair enough.
There's
I just don't
band
want to
stuff
forget.
in there. Yeah, we won't forget. We have like 11.
Really?
We get like 9 or something.
Holy
like that.
shit.
All right, so this one's going back to when I was athletic and I was fucking actually playing sports. But
Yeah.
parking lot beers after a game.
You fucking piece of shit.
So like softball. You're playing softball with your buddies.
This isn't what I was talking about. That. Never
All right,
mind.
yeah. So you're playing softball with your
back in.
buddies. You're playing a pickup game.
Yep.
You're a big basketball player.
Sure.
You're going and playing basketball
Yep.
out on the courts, and then you hit the parking lot and fucking drink a couple beers.
Yeah.
Parking lot beers are great.
Yeah.
After you win, after you lose,
yeah.
it doesn't fucking matter.
Oh, they're cold, baby.
Yeah. Cold beer's a cold beer.
Absolutely.
Parking lot beers.
I think
Fuck
every
hard.
guy who listens to this
Once upon a time, is that
who
a parking
plays
lot
like
band?
pickup hockey, like on like a Wednesday night
Oh,
or whatever.
yeah, hockey?
They are like after
So
hockey
I-
beers are like
Those
it like
are
ruins
huge
their like
for-
life because they go
Yeah,
they get home at like 2:30 in the morning.
Men's league hockey is crazy.
Yeah.
I wish now that Connor is so into hockey,
Yeah,
I
you
wish
wish you
I
played.
fucking played.
Yeah.
Same.
But I think I've said this before. It's a fucking blessing in disguise because he's already better than me at hockey. So
Yeah.
I can't like put too much pressure on him. I'm just like, yeah, buddy, go have fun, you know?
Yeah.
Kill it.
Fuck yeah.
All right, Daniel.
Last one, right?
Yeah.
So I thought this is what you were going with.
Will Smith.
Nope. This, I promise you, Chris Mohan, listen up.
This is so like, dude. You realize how important this
if
pick
you-
is?
Crucial. It's gonna break the curse.
If either one
or
of you guys do
confirm it.
not appreciate this fucking pick,
Okay.
I will leave this podcast.
Okay.
Parenting bears. Now,
Yeah.
what I do mean specifically.
Explain.
What I do mean specifically.
This is kind of an unfuckable. Like,
Unfuckwithable?
Yeah.
This is what I wrote in my phone, so I wouldn't
Okay.
forget. But I knew what I was talking about. What I mean was more of, I may or may not have seen parents drink at their kids' sporting events.
oh yeah, me,
Quick little fucking Yeti cup.
dude. If you have a Yeti cup at an event, I think you're boozing it because I
It's
booze
a
mine.
no-brainer.
Yeah, as long as you're not coaching.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Yes.
So
I'm on
If
parenting,
you're coaching,
not coaching,
Yes.
parenting.
Yeah. I'm on board.
So it's going to look terrible on the draft as parenting.
no, but I'll say, all right. Let me give you an example though. Let me give you an example.
What would you call that? I already used tailgating, so I can't say tailgating.
Child sports viewing beers,
don't say kid fans. Fans of kids.
watching kids
That's how you
beers.
that's how you become a Drake fan in this
Yeah.
beef, dude.
Like I'll give you an example. Like last weekend, dude. Like I said, this episode is gonna be people are gonna be checking me in. They'll be checking me in. People are gonna be, that's not healthy. Last week I got a real problem. Anyways,
Next week on Pulling the
next
Cork.
week I'm pulling the cork. Brendan
Brendan
goes to
gets
rehab.
sectioned.
So no, but like I went up to Addie's game at 4:00, right at the Common, which is walkable to the house, right? And I packed a fucking. I just poured a little fucking misguided and fucking in actually Diet Grape Kool-Aid, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I'll tell you
let's
right
do that.
now, that's a fucking one drink for a fucking long game is not a big deal.
No.
So I drank 3.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But I'm saying that
Diet grape Kool-Aid
Yeah.
is something I never thought I would say in a
sugar-free
sentence.
grape Kool-Aid.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's great. So I'm all in with that. And by the way, a lot of people are doing it.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Yeah,
But what I'm saying is, that's fucking awesome.
I agree. Yeah. And you know what? My whole
Dude,
life,
these tournaments that you go to,
dude, I can't tell you that
Unbelievable.
I would say the percentage of sports of my kids that I watched but didn't coach is probably below 15%. I was coaching every single sport every season for every kid. So obviously I'm not drinking on the fucking bench.
Right.
Right? It's like now I'm in retirement. I feel like I'm a guy in Florida. I'm like, I can have a fucking drink on the sideline in my little chair here and fucking
The
hang
third
out.
kid.
By the way, producer, I do pace while I'm watching the games.
the best is like when you're at these tournaments, right? And you just look around and you see everyone's got the Yetis now, right? You just look around, you're like,
Stanley's.
you just look around and you just see this lady just fucking struggling to get the straw going. And you're like, oh, she's one of us.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you call that. You can't call
I said
it.
watching kids sports beer. I think it's pretty good.
That's exactly what Joshua would describe it as.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking. You nailed it. It's a great one.
It's
a great
only
one.
it's only not good if it's not your kids. You don't have kids and you're just watching kids and drinking.
Yeah,
Well,
you can't
that's
do
then
that.
you're a pedophile.
Yeah.
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 You're not one of us.
That's the Disney beer.
Yeah, that's the adult Disney beer. When you're drinking a beer and you're just like fucking cracking stick to kids walking on Space Mountain.
Look at all these kids.
Yeah, look at all these kids. This is great.
Give me another daiquiri.
Yeah.
Just drink around the world, freaks.
By the way, we had promised that we were going to burp into the mic, and I just did it.
Oh,
It's
we do.
disgusting.
I mean, you literally just
I
went,
literally
"Bleh."
just- yeah,
John
that was
John
disgusting.
Bowman's the one who called us out for
Yeah,
that.
it's disgusting. I don't like
It
it.
is,
I don't
is.
like it.
I
don't
tried
like it.
to
I wish
turn
I
my
didn't do
head.
it.
We'll figure it out.
All right. So, anyways, I'm going last, right?
Yep.
By the way, the post prison beer doesn't count if you're a pedophile. That is not a good beer.
You should die.
Yeah, they shouldn't make it out.
All right. This is what I'm going with. This is a tough one. I have 2 that I want to pick from, but I'm going with this one. For me, first beer ever is a great beer.
See, I had that, and I disagree. My first beer ever sucked.
I didn't mind it.
My shit sucked.
Really?
The first taste of beer, I was like, what am I doing right now?
I don't remember mine.
I remember mine, but I'm saying like it doesn't have to be that it was your entryway into a life.
Yeah, but like, So, all right, so there's two different things in that, right?
You're getting
Of
sectioned.
alcoholism.
You're getting sectioned.
There's two different things in that, right? So, like, you got your uncle's like, here, have a sip of this.
Yeah.
And you take a sip of it and you're like, that's fucking terrible at 9 years old or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you're at your first kegger and I'm like, I still don't like this.
Yeah.
For me, I didn't like beer at first.
Yeah.
You guys like the taste of it at first?
I didn't mind it. Like, I didn't hate it for certain.
Oh, no, I fucking hated it. I went to like fucking UV blue.
So I think who was saying it? I think Brendan was saying it where like your uncles, or maybe you were saying it at the fucking wakes. Like everyone's having a blast, everyone's doing it, everyone's, you know what I mean? So before I even had a beer, I was looking up to that.
Yeah,
you
of
know what I
course.
mean?
Yeah,
so I feel like once I did have a beer, it was like,
You made it.
I don't care if this tastes good or bad.
I'm part of the
part
crew.
of the fucking
Yeah,
crew
yeah.
now. You know what
So
I mean?
I've talked about this before, but like I really do think like there's my association with alcohol from being a kid was zero negativity. It was all my parents get together with their friends. They look like they're having a fucking blast. They let us ride all over the place, buy us ice cream. Like you know, everybody's a little looser.
That's when
But
you
like
ask,
there was
that's when you ask for
nothing.
sleepovers.
Yeah, exactly. But there was nothing bad ever happened. You know what I mean? And so like I think you have a subconscious that like sets in. It's like, oh, this is how people relax and hang out and have a good
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So like I always associate that with myself. Like I like with very few exceptions, like I don't think I've ever gotten like fucking nasty or really been a fucking dick when I'm drinking. Maybe if I had too many misguidance. But other than that, like I'm pretty well behaved. So like I'm not like a bad drunk either. Or like when I do drink, I'm not like a fucking aggressive person. And there are those people and they just can't drink. You know what I mean? Stinks for them. Not for us. But I'm just saying, like, I think you develop a subconscious thing where you're like, okay, this surrounds a good time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so you're like, oh, now there's plenty of people that like I can get it. Like, I know people that like their dad was a horrible drunk and they're like, I'm never touching alcohol. I totally understand that. Right. And it also probably dredges up horrible feelings in them. They probably wouldn't be a great drinker anyways. You know what I mean? Just because of that, like PTSD they have from that. So it's a weird thing. You know what I mean? It's a totally weird thing.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I think that was a great bunch of picks. What do you think?
Do you
Yeah.
still have one more?
No, we're done.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it?
That was the tail.
5-piece each.
We got voicemails.
And once again, Fitzy wins.
Probably. Most likely. That's why I stopped betting you scally caps because I can't afford to keep you in scally caps. All right, you ready? Let's hold on one second. I need to look at this.
How many repeats you think?
I think, what do you mean?
Like people that have our picks as well.
Oh, a lot. Clocky,
Fellas, what's happening?
Clocky's
It's
got
been a
one.
minute. I just talked to Fitz. He gave me some inside information here on
Last week.
Friday afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this
But the
last
topic might be neighborhood characters. Well, if that may
Hot
be
Gus.
the case, neighborhood characters, and if you're from East Boston in the 80s, 90s, there was nobody more fucking influential than Hot Gus. My mother bought my fucking communion shoes from him, a rug, lamps, fruit, anything and everything under the sun. You could go see Hot Gus. Despite his name, he wasn't that good looking. He was a fucking pervert. My father used to tell me to stay away from him because he fucking tickled buttholes with feathers. True story. Anyways, we're balls deep in the playoffs. Edwards is a fucking pickle. Him and those butter teeth. The Bruins are fucking kicking ass. All right. Love you guys. Pulling the cork.
Hell yeah.
What a
Clocky.
rush.
Hot Gus. Hot because everything's
Yeah, because everything's
stolen.
hot. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
So good.
Absolutely hilarious.
And also that was from last year.
My wife's gonna
Uh,
come
last-
out of the bathroom any minute. She has agreed to have sex with me. Kids are still awake. Definitely gonna be a closet session. I'm wearing my PTC hoodie, bro. I'm just totally fucking ripping down the sweatpants. Yeah. Fucking ride the unicorn, motherfuckers. PTC.
The kid's
Fucking
hornier
jumped
than a
out.
fucking 13-year-old.
He's wild, dude.
Oh, he just said it.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. You can probably fucking have Brendan check the timestamp on these voicemails, but that went fucking well. Okay? I fucking smashed, bro. It's gotta be this fucking hoodie. Everybody should spend fucking $1,400 on a hoodie like I did because this thing is fucking magical.
Billy, if you had been a Patreon member, you would have got it for cheaper, and you'd be getting Patreon every week.
Yeah.
Where Fitzy tells Danny stories about his early sex life. I don't know if you know that. Just kidding, it never happened. But I'm trying to get Billy engaged. Be like, oh, I want to hear about Fitzy's sex life.
Closets?
How you doing? This is your boy Orlando calling, baby. Your new favorite cooker. And I have a would you rather. Would you rather have to wear ice skates everywhere you go when you walk? To work, to drive, to dance with Orlando? Or would you prefer to watch TV or movies for the rest of your life on mute with no caption? What do you pick, baby? You tell Orlando.
Can I just say
you,
something right
Orlando.
now? Can I say
That's
something right
tough.
now? I love the people listening to the show. That is the
Yeah.
fucking most fucked up shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, fuck off, Orlando. That's a tough pick.
I think I'm
going with ice skates.
I'm going the opposite.
Yeah.
I'll go the
Yeah.
movies on mute.
Movies on me. Dude, walking around with ice skates is.
Dude, deaf people have to do it anyways.
And they're fine.
And they're fine.
Well, not
They
fine.
have
but
captions, though. He said no captions.
Yeah.
It's fine. It makes you pay
You're
attention.
just sitting there like fucking
Makes you
trying
pay-
to read lips.
Makes
Third
it-
option
makes
is you
pay-
have to dance very closely with Orlando every Thursday.
Eventually, right?
slow
Eventually, I'm going to wear down those fucking ice skates. And it's going to be,
It's gonna take a while.
Nah.
it's going to take a long time.
So what Orlando?
dude.
What Orlando
I'm in
didn't?
it for the long haul.
What Orlando didn't tell you though?
Yeah.
They're always ready.
Oh, they're always ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're fucked.
I'd have to go to the movies. I couldn't. You'd break your ankles. It'd be brutal.
I'm good. I'm all set. Give me those. Give me those.
I'll
Dude,
tell you right
people
now-
did it forever with the fucking black and white films. Charlie Chaplin. I'm all set. I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm fully requesting that Orlando be a regular caller in the show.
Me too.
I'm a fucking Orlando
Yeah.
guy. I don't know who the fuck that is.
That was awesome. That I don't know what tropical music that was, but
No, it's great background music.
yeah.
All right.
Gentlemen, it's the mayor. Checking in again. Sometimes I get long-winded, but I want to be fairly brief on this one. A couple beers to enjoy. One of my personal favorites is post-yard work beer.
There we go.
Post-yard work beers are delicious. Shower beer is always fun, but listen, I'm looking forward. Let's look to some forward future beers. Toasts at kids' weddings. I think all of us can appreciate that.
Love
It's something to
Mayor.
look down the line at.
I love
It's going to mean a lot. So let's practice some shower beer type stuff, airport beer. I'm sure you guys have mentioned a ton of them. It's the ones we're looking forward to, the Cowboys. Love you guys.
it. Love it.
Dude, you know, I can't believe I forgot a fucking airport beer.
Well, I kind of fucked
I
that.
had it on my list. I just didn't take it because somebody took vacation beer. So I was like, all right.
Well, when I
Airport
said
beer's a little
vacation,
different.
when I said vacation, I was like, fuck.
You
airplane
said,
beers.
yeah.
It's like when you land and get situated, that's the
That's what
first,
You know what?
first
Yeah,
vacation.
Now,
Yeah,
I gotta say this. This goes into special mentions. Rich Queen, when he sent this to me, was like, like after yard work beer, he sent that like as an example. But then he was like, "Oh, the best beer." Now, this is only for the cornhole people out there listening to this. It's like a ritual in the cornhole world. Like if you like play a side game against another 2-0 and you beat them, like you end up buying them like because it's usually like $20 each. You buy him a beer afterwards. He's like, "There's nothing better than when you're handing that guy that beer and you're like, I just took your fucking money." Like it's the best. It's the fucking best, and it's a gentleman's fucking thing to do. We just say that too. Oh, by the way, you don't remember the closet with Billy? He has a cedar closet. Remember he was telling
No,
us that?
of course I do. Yeah.
That's where he bangs.
Yeah.
There's primarily all his love
He
making in
told
the closet.
everyone on Pulling the Cork all about it on
Yeah.
voicemail.
Exactly.
Yo, it's your man Adam Jumptown. In case you don't know, now you do know, guys. You want to talk best beers? How about let's talk Jumptown IPA with Blue Dream terpene infused. We don't know, but we do know. We'll just start with that one. I'm not saying it's number one, but we're starting there. Next one on my list, and guys, this is just my opinion on all this, and all you tight asses that don't like it, yeah, go find a fucking cactus and you know where to shove it. Guys, it's going to be Kettlehead Brewery. I love the beers.
He
I
loves
love their
Miss.
expansion coming down to
Nashua. We don't know, but we do know. Speaking of Nashua, Spyglass Brewing. These are just areas in my area, guys. Don't be butthurt if I'm not choosing something in your area. But Spyglass Brewing Company. You know what? Another one that's getting involved heavily locally when it comes to comedy, when it comes to craft beer, when it comes to just working local with food trucks. I like what I see from Twisted Fate Brewery. We don't know, but we do know.
Look at that.
Podcast. I see what I see, and I know what I know, and I like what I see there. And guys, I'm gonna round this list out of best beers right here with the good old American classic, Budweiser. We don't know,
Love
but we
it.
do know it's
Get the
made out of
Clydesdales out.
now, keeping the quality.
So Jump did exactly what we thought he was going to do.
Yeah, which is name beers.
He gronked it.
By the way, I want to give everybody a little tease too. Speaking of Twisted Fate,
He's the best.
there's a good chance we're going to be doing a collaboration beer with Twisted Fate.
We don't know,
But we do.
Let's go.
Pulling the Cork IPA. I'll tell you right now, it's going to be fucking epic.
Of course it is.
We're going to go up there and meet with Dave, talk to him about everything, get that done, and get some ideas going. I think we're talking about maybe around Independence Day to have it ready.
Really?
Imagine red, white, and blue in the background pulling the Cork logo. Yeah,
I just want to play Creed right now.
I know. Said, by the way, misguided, James is a big Creed guy.
How
All
do you
right.
not? How are you
Right.
not?
Fellas, so we're drafting that best beer for a certain event. Boy, do I have the best.
I know
The
what
only
this-
day of the year I'll drink that disgusting Guinness. That one beautiful Saturday in the fall when Notre Dame takes their first L and the national title hopes goes down the toilet. 35 years strong. Cheers, Daniel.
Oh,
Bobby.
who was I talking to the other night?
What a fucking legend.
Who the fuck was I talking to the other night that was like, dude, I am so happy that Doctor Strange and Bobby Froyo is back, like,
Have rekindled
their
relationship.
fucking relationship. He's like, it is the fucking. I go, dude. Honestly, it filled me with filled my cup up. You know what I mean?
Chuffed.
Yeah, I was chuffed, as Kev Ma would say. All right,
Pulling the cork. What's up, fellas? Here we are. Only hours away, mere hours away from fucking Bruins Panthers without Jack Edwards. He's going to be home fucking talking to his cat, fucking Whiskers, Pickle. Anyways, we're talking fucking great beers. There's nothing better than the king of king beers, the fucking all-important shower beer. Fucking cracking fucking 2 or 3 fucking beers in the shower, smashing them down, leaving the empties so the wife has to fucking clean it up. Nothing better, boys. Bruins in 4. Go Bruins. Jack Edwards, fuck you. Goodbye.
dude.
Clocky's talking sweep.
I think I told you guys this, but like when we went to Encore with Clocky, and he was like, "Feed me Voodoo Rangers," and he was like, "Oh, his is Voodoo Ranger son." And I'm like, "What is this?" It's like a pounder, and I look at it, it's like 9.8%. Like he's like, "Kid, they get the
Triple.
job done, son." And I'm like, I'm drinking a Voodoo Ranger. I'm in the high stakes room with Levy playing, and I'm like, they don't. By the way, any other table they'd be like, we don't sell that here. They're up there, like, drink whatever the fuck you want. Clocky's in the back, just pounding Voodoo
I
Rangers.
can picture Clocky fucking smashing beers in the shower and trying to waffle them
yeah.
down the fucking drain.
For some reason, it
Which
won't
beer
work.
is best? That's easy. Black bears. Facts. Bears eat beets. Bears. Beets. Battlestar Galactica.
The fuck is that, man?
That's Fontana, and that's an Office reference, and it's fucking gold.
Oh,
The Office.
yeah, I know, but I don't know if I've seen that one. Is that Dwight
Beats-
line?
Yeah, it's a Dwight line. Beats, Beers, Battlestar Galactica.
Okay, all right.
Triple B.
Yeah, I'm not as. By the way, you are wearing a
Fucking nerd.
Boston Baked Beans
Yeah, T-shirt.
T-shirt tonight. I love it.
Build back better.
Yeah, build back better.
Let's go Biden 24.
Last voicemail.
I was walking the dog and I noticed you guys are recording tonight. I saw the topic. Not sure if it was too late, so figured I would try. Best beer for me was always Oktoberfest. Not because it was the best tasting, but when I was a cook at the 99, one of my mentors kind of introduced it to me, and it kind of became a thing that we did every Friday night. We would work together.
Then we made out
We
afterwards.
would get out of work at the same time. We would sit down, have a few, enjoy a meal, get to know each other.
learn about business, talk about life.
Couple golden
that kind of
fevers.
shit. So, Oktoberfest, Sam Adams.
You were
always
asking for it, Doobie.
a big beer to me. So, have a great day, gentlemen. Hope all is well. Talk to you soon.
I love it. By the way, he just dropped his fucking arm and just waited. Like, it was like, you can't be like, we had a good time meeting each other and sharing a beer. It's like, you're just waiting for it. I was talking about blowing my dentist a half hour ago. Paul Doobie, great man, by the way. One of the best of all times. Going to be, like I've said, him and Jumptown catering my daughter's graduate. You guys will be there.
Yes, sir.
As I said, you too, not you guys, like you guys out in the world of the radio. Hello, America. That was a great episode. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We're going to do a great Patreon. I remember what I was going to say, which is great. And for Patreon, we're going to have a little misguided drink.
Yeah, we are.
A little Fago.
Little Fago. Shout out to the
I'm
Juggalos.
hoping I have more that might be a little light on wares right now, but we'll see. We'll
I
see what we
need
got.
nugget ice.
Well, obviously, I'm going to, you know, I can drink it straight.
No,
So
I
fucking
need
neat.
fucking nugget ice. I know I'm in Melrose when I get nugget ice.
That's right. You know, you're fucking high end when you get that shit. By the way, there's a 12% chance that there's ice in there because Addie loves to, like, she'll just fill up like 4 water bottles and never fill the thing up. By the way, she goes this morning. This is funny. She's been fucking late for school, so I had to drive test. And I come back and she's like,
Gonna bring me?
no, yeah.
third
She's
child.
like, I'm like, dude, it's 8. You're supposed to be. It takes a fucking 20 minutes, 25 minutes to walk across town. She's like, supposed to be there like in like 15 minutes, right? I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, you're fucking grounded. You're done. Right?
Third child.
Yeah,
dude.
so I drive
the
her.
youngest.
Yeah, so I drive her, right? Drop her off. And then, like, after school, I'm like,
She
came in, I'm
flips
talking
you
to
off
her.
as she gets out.
Yeah. Yeah. No, she came home. She's like fucking smiling. Just comes home, whatever.
Legend.
So I go to her, I go,
Those
"Dude,"
young kids, dude.
I know.
It's something different.
I go
They're
to-
built different.
I go to her, I go, hey, let me ask you a question. I go, when you get up in the morning, I go, what happens to you? She goes, well, you know what I do? She goes, I get up, and then what I usually do is I look at my phone for a few minutes, and I fall back asleep. And then she goes, and then I wake up, and I look at the phone, and I say, well, who cares? No, it doesn't matter anyways. I'm already late, so I might as well just lay here longer. And I go,
Fuck yeah.
that's when you're supposed to start freaking out, that, like you're late. She's like,
They're,
fuck
they're
it.
different. Those younger kids
know.
are
They hit
different,
Dunkin'
dude.
Donuts before going to school. You know what I mean?
Firstborns are fucking cursed with this crazy conscience and guilt.
Yeah, that's Tess.
Yeah, that's how I
Addie's
am.
like, yeah, Addie's like, I'm like worried about her. I'm like, you're gonna like just be.
Nah, she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Dude, this world is built for
Self-reliant.
fucking little kids. Little third kids and fourth kids.
Yeah. She's like, I don't really think about it. I think to
Little
myself,
fucking
I'm like,
drifters.
Yeah, she is. She's a little fucking, she's a grip. Oh, by the way, last thing I want to say. So tonight, dude, I have to say this. I do sales for a living. I have mad respect for these guys that have to go door to door and knock on doors. I tell them that. It's the hardest thing to do. Before I tell them to fuck off, I tell them how much respect I have for them. But anyways, this guy comes up to my door. Maggie goes, I don't know how to handle this. So I go out there. It's some younger kid, right? Pest control. He's like, I'm doing now. I didn't want to let this guy go because I do have like a bee's nest that was like underneath a shingle. So I'm like, I want to keep this guy's number. He's like, I can do it for $219, but I usually charge $350. But because I'm doing other neighbors of yours, I'm gonna be in the area so we can lower the price. Now listen, I've been selling fucking since day one. These are like carnival tricks, right? People like, so if this guy says this to you, this is just it's false, right? So I immediately go, oh, where do you? He marked my house like with like a number thing on his thing. I go, where are the other houses you're doing? He's like, we got one at Slayton Road and then we got one in Saugus. I'm like, that doesn't sound like several, first of all. It sounds like 2. And like, you're giving me such, he goes, I got to tell you. I go, I got to talk to my wife. He goes, I get it. Happy wife, happy life. I'm like, first of all, don't push it. You're 22. And I go, and then he goes, but if you're going to do this, if you're going to get this good deal, you have to do it tonight. And I looked at him. I go, I don't though. I go, but I respect your hustle. I go,
gonna call
somebody
you a
told
week
you,
from now.
some hack told you that's how you close, and that's not how you close. That's how you fucking make people annoyed and piss people off. So I was like, text me, I'll text you back. So I texted him back. I'm like, since you do pest control, maybe you can get rid of yourself because you're a fucking pest. Get off my fucking doorstep, dickhead. But he's like, yeah, I'm doing all your neighbors' houses. I'm like, who? He's like, wow, this guy like 7 blocks over and one person in Saugus. I'm
One
like,
person in Winchester.
yeah, exactly. Anyways, so all right, we'll be back next week.
Yep.
Maybe with a guest, maybe not. We haven't really figured it out yet. But we will try to post the subject matter well in advance so people can get ready for it. We love you. We'll be back next week. We'll see you on Patreon. Peace.